about doing it the past few days because my stream kept pausing. I don't know if that's an issue. I don't know if being on red will cause that, but I don't like not streaming there because I like my VODs being saved. So obviously David's favorite, as you should be, yes. Hi, 2D Doug. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Oh, this guy. Hangry, how many bonks do you have right now? 823 bonks. Hangry, how do you feel about that? I feel like I haven't streamed 823 times. So I know you ate all of it. It was delicious with the garlic sauce. Oh, I love a garlic sauce. Rothy, I've been making homemade garlic sauce for literally everything lately, just because I've been really craving it. Maybe I'm a vampire, or maybe there's one coming, you know, though we established that it doesn't do anything. Genny, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you, Genny. How was work going? You already got it, Stitchy, as you should. You should always get it. Whatever the question is, just get it. You know? You can return it later if you have to. If that's allowed. I think it is. Tech Junkie, thank you for the 40 stream streak. I appreciate you streaking here on us, Tech Junkie. How's everyone doing today? You are meh. I'm sorry that you're doing meh today. My day's pretty good. It was pretty chilled. I trolled people on streams today. I did my gym stuff, which I was very happy about. I had my morning coffee. I actually don't have a coffee on stream today. I do have my cranberry. This is just all water with whatever the default cranberry is with nothing added to it. It's very bitter, which means you only have to put like the tiniest bit in. But it tastes good. It's fun. It's refreshing. I feel healthy when I drink it. You woke up today, so you're pretty bummed. Guess like I'm alive, I guess. But Tech Junkie, I'm doing okay. I'm sorry that you're meh, but maybe we can try to distract you and keep you entertained or something. I don't know if this is entertaining or just you just laugh at me. At me, not with me. Glad you woke up today. Right, exactly. Tackle hug. Is it that time already? It is, Tom. It is. Oh, Tom, we were just talking about you. About how you can't say taco. You say taco. Like that one scene in, is either Family Guy or American Dad. It's the exact same cartoon style. I don't know which one it is. Tom, one day you'll get there. As much as we type it in the chat, one day you will, I promise. You got your hair did? Stitchy, are you posting photos in the Discord? Because I don't think I saw any. I'm pretty sure I just checked, too. Stitchy, I feel like you need to be showing us. Love for twerk, happy chatting. Gonkle enjoyed the twerking, the lurking, and the working. I appreciate you. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Guacamole. Guac. Guac. It's like gok, isn't it? We say taco in the Brit of the kingdom. Yes, but Tom, the British people didn't invent the taco, right? The taco. You didn't invent it, which means you just decided to take the word and change it, right? Which is weird, isn't it? Neither did you. I also did not know. But the English way of saying it is definitely not the correct way. You're quite entertaining, Rick, to me at least. You know what? I will take that. Even if just to you, I will take that. I have fun with this, being a little crazy on the internet and existing. Wow, not you wearing a button shirt and then cooking your eyes with this blasphemous white shirt. This is a cute outfit, Wolf. Actually, no, Wolf said, I have a really funny story for you. Wolf said, I put on a pink turtleneck today because I was like, I really want to film my Steve Jobs fantasy. And then I was like, okay, but if I wear this, Wolf Dad will just block me. Like, it's not like he'll protest in the chat. It will be an outright blockage, you know? So I voted myself, dictatorship, against wearing the pink turtleneck and went with straight skater boy outfit, maybe. I know, I think this is quite cute. You're welcome. You have me wondering how you say taco. Is it taco or taco? Ted Junkie, your fortune for today is the stars predict chaotic queerness, business as usual then. The fun times, we like that. Tom just casually being culturally inappropriate with the tacos. Right. Taco. Next thing you're going to say that we don't say crown jewels right before we steal them. Well, I mean, if you're going to steal someone's crown jewels, Tom, you better be asking for consent first. Yeah, Tom, my culture is not yours to appropriate. Yeah, you tell him, Gandhi. Then your name would show up as suspicious and all of our friends chat. Imagine the drama. We were just talking about that with, I think it was Ali in Ali's stream. Because at one time that Tom got banned here, when Tom raided into We Go Boom stream, Boom sent me a message and was like, why does it say suspicious user? above Tom's name. And why did you come in with his stream? And I was like, oh, right. And I had to explain that the one time he accidentally got banned, it now shows up on our shared ban information that Tom had been banned one time by accident. It's great time. It's great. Tom, we love you. That's crazy. It is, yeah. Set game Moonlight Peaks demo. Tom, how did you find the demo? I love the fact that you got the demo instead of just getting the game that was out. Tomorrow it's Wednesday, wear it then. Maybe I shall. Maybe I will wear my pink turtleneck tomorrow. Taco. 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 Yeah, see? Taco. Taco. Like the tar that comes out. Never mind. Comes out hangry right now. Because I know what he's doing. I know where he is right now. Do you have the fan on at least, Hangry? Set Junkie, you caught yourself an Iron Leaves. That's another one of those prehistoric Pokemons. There's a Wobbuffet in the chat. If anyone wants to throw your balls at it, get them out, rub them, make them all shiny and throw them. My angel, hello, hi, welcome it. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, that was crazy by accident. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was Mocha that pressed the ban button instead of the timeout button because they're right next to each other. Accidentally by Mocha, yep. Set game is a buttoned shirt bonanza. What kind of game would that be? Is that where you button them up or unbutton them? My angel, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Hello, Freloth. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Thank you for the luck as well. Why would I play a game that I will only play once when there's a free demo? Tom, normally I look for, you know, any kind of fault in your logic, but in fairness, the fact that you will only play it one time and you won't play it off stream, why would you buy the game, right? You're probably never actually going to play it again. What did you think of the demo? And will you be playing the demo again? Rick's Harry Chest Strip Show. That would not be allowed on the stream. But we appreciate you trying anyway. Hello, Gail. Hi, good morning. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Which is why I never give you games that will waste of money, because Tom will never play them. He hates us. You were naked in chat. You are the streaker right here in the chat. Gail, thank you for the 30 stream streak. I appreciate you. How are you doing? Definitely unbutton. Maybe it's like one of those Mario Party games, you know, where you do, each level is just a different minigame. But in this case, every level is just a different shirt to unbutton. Maybe one's with longer buttons. Longer buttons, as in more buttons. Longer shirt, more buttons, right? Yeah. A naked Gail. Yep, exactly. That's who's in the chat, streaking. Hello, Josh. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Exactly. I would expect your written apology in the post. Yes, Tom. I will send that right now to whatever address it will be. I'll just send it to Queen or something. How's that? Hi, Alexa Bacon. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. Is that a Z-Tato also? Hello, Z-Tato. Hi, welcome in. Guys, you spam your emotes. You can if you want. Yeah, prove it, Gail. Right now. Selfie channel. No, actually, that might not be appropriate for the selfie channel. You can post what you want. I'm not going to tell you what. Josh, today, your fortune is... Your day is tracking to be as excited as Wolf Dad to see Rick in a button-down shirt. Perhaps you take a long work. A work? Instead of a walk, a work? I don't know what the word that was supposed to be. Hello, Josh. Yeah, that's definitely Wolf Dad. This has buttons on it. Does that count? Technically, there is no buttons left on it. I don't know if you can see. The buttons have been eaten off by my pugs, which is why this is a shirt like this. This is why I'm wearing it like this. You played that, yeah, that game. You did, Tom. You definitely played that game, right? Hello, Z-Tato. Hi, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Alexa Bacon, I hope you were doing well too. I love that server boat with the pecs. Z, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Josh, you caught yourself Idiocracy. Oh, I like that one. I like a legendary. Perhaps. Perhaps. Z, how are you? What are you doing right now? Waiting on a phone call that's 2 hours late. I'm ready to go to bed and say, fuck it. Honestly, Gail, if someone says they're going to call you and then they are 5 minutes late, that's bad enough. An hour late, 2 hours late, you may as well, they've probably died, I would assume, right? Because why would you not call me? You said you're going to do it. It's bad enough because I would never answer the phone myself. So I'd be anxiously waiting for a phone call. If it never happens, I'm blocking them. Outright blocked, you know? Watch your friend play The Judgment on the TV. Oh, Judgment, the new killer in DVD, right? How are you finding it? Does it look good? I've seen a few clips of people looping on like Instagram, like shorts. They just post like a cute little clip. It looks kind of fun, and I've seen a lot of people complaining about the weird extra mechanic of trying to escape from the exile thing. But honestly, I think anything that just changes up the gameplay from being so monotonous is not a bad thing. It just means that it's a fun new mechanic to learn when that killer comes around. It's a different game that match, and I like that. It's not going to be every match, it's only when that killer is, right? The bot has your name in its mouth? I can't remember who added that one. Also, show me the pugs. Show. I don't have them up here. I don't know why I looked around. They are downstairs behind a gate where they can behave themselves. Probably also sleeping on the sofa. They're not on the stream that often, unfortunately. Pugs. Yes, we do have 3. There is a description in the chat. They are just not here, unfortunately. Hello, Cozy. Hi, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. How are you? Hope you're doing well today. Walter, thank you for checking in. Walter, thank you for the hydrate. It is, as I said, cranberry today. I'm detoxing, apparently. Ice cubes again. I wish this hole was smaller than the ice cubes, which would never actually work because the ice cubes melt, so. Cranberry. Yes. Cranberry. Everyone please enter itself right now. Sitting drinking your black coffee like a sophisticated little potato. Not the black coffee, Z. What's wrong with you? Are you feeling okay? Do you need help? Hello, Harry. Hey, welcome in. How are you doing? Bricked for your pleasure. Right now, actually. You better have water day and not coffee. Does this count? Because it is actually just water with the tiniest bit of pure cranberry at the top. Just, you know, detox reasons, obviously, right? You were tired. Cozy, did you get enough sleep? How many hours of sleep did you get? Everyone, actually, this is a question for all of you. When did you go to bed and when did you wake up? Because I know a lot of you are freaks. And will sleep for like 1 or 2 hours and call it a day and be like, yeah, that's okay, I'm awake now, right? It definitely didn't hit anyone in my car on the way home. It's not water, bad boy. Present the butt for spanking. Wow, Wolf Dad, this is water. It's literally completely water, you know. Hello, Harry. Happy Tuesday. To think about that again. Hope you're doing well today. No, you're wishing for a smaller hole. Gail, you heard me. Smaller hole. Bring it. You need like a sieve, Tom. To keep the ice in place. I was like, oh, what are we doing with Tom now? We're putting him in the sieve. I do need like a sieve. I need one of those like it's like a mesh guard that you put at the top and it just lets the fluid through and not the ice cubes, right? Something like that would just be so simple. Then I can keep putting ice in without having to choke on it. Family is a long-haired pug named Chewy. Yes, it is short for Chewbacca. That's absolutely adorable. How old is the pug? Tell me everything. I need to know all the details. I love pugs. Obsessed me. This is the best. Ain't nobody want to throw a hot dog down a hallway. And that's why Queen is mostly quiet. That's why we don't see her in the streams until right at the end, because Queen knows. Queen is that hallway. What is sleep? Okay, Cozy, I see you. Jam woke up at 4 for work at 6:45. Jam. Now, Jam, what time do you go to bed, sweetheart? Also, hello, Jam. Hey, welcome in. How are you doing? Around midnight, you woke up at 5, and then at 7. You gave up at 7:30. Okay, well, 5 hours, I mean, it could be better, but I get into bed at a reasonable time, and then by the time I actually go to bed, it's closer to midnight. Normally because I'm watching streams on my phone, or I'm watching a movie in bed, or both. And then I'll eventually go to bed, and then I'll wake up like just before 8. So I'm like, I get 8 hours-ish if I actually sleep, that is. Trying to extend your fasting period a little longer after you wake up, so I try not to have any calories yet. So you put monk fruit sweetener in it. Okay, Zeno, that's understandable. I see that. Yeah, that makes sense. I get you. I mean, my coffees I have, if I didn't put the oat milk in, I could get away with saying I'm still fasting, right? But the oat milk has calories in. But I don't eat until lunch, right? And that's right before stream. So I eat my lunch, then I eat my dinner, right? And then that's it for my foods for the days, right? Jam, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. I accidentally went to sleep at 9 p.m. You woke up at 11:30, went back to sleep till 2:30 a.m., then woke up for the day at 6. See, the idea of going to bed early, 9, right, is great until you wake up before midnight and you're like, okay, well, now I feel like I'm not even sleepy. You're laying there hoping you can get back to sleep, at least to wake up at a reasonable time. You know, around when the birds wake up, maybe. 2 a.m. was bed. 5 a.m. is when you got up for Armlin. Now, Armlin, why are you up till 2 a.m.? Hold up. Why, Armlin? What were you doing? Were you a busy bee last night? You went to bed around midnight. Jam. You went to bed at midnight, woke up at 4. A lot of you aren't getting enough sleep. Mm-mm. You think he's 6. He was an adult when your family got from your stepdad's cousin, so you're not the person to ask. 6 is cute. Has he got the little grey hairs coming in? Have you played Power World yet? I have. I play a lot. I've played a lot of Power World. I played a lot before the update came out, but I've been really enjoying it with the new update. I got to the big twee, so I'm inside the big twee, catching all the cute pals in there. I do prefer the big tree. It reminds me of Elden Ring. Need to try what I can because you're not losing the weight that you want to lose. The biggest problem is eating later in the day. Z, I would ask if you like snacks, but I know that you like snacks because I like snacks, but we always talk about snacks and you always tell me about the snacks you're getting delivered. Z, I think the snacks may be your problem, right? Because I'm sure that your set meals that you have, those probably aren't a problem. It might just be oh, I got myself some dill pickle flavored, chips. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if that's what you've had. But, maybe something like that. So hard not to eat them, right, Z? And that's my problem. I can't have snacks in the house. Because if I know I've got them, they whisper to me. Kind of like Dr. Jam and Pokemon cards. You were too busy organizing Pokemon cards. Your spreadsheets are so pretty now, Dr. Jam. The fact that you stayed up late organizing Pokemon cards as if they won't still be here the day later, Dr. Jam. I'm glad that the spreadsheets are pretty though. You usually sleep at midnight and you wake up at 6 to 8 a.m. That's not awful. That seems like what most people sleep at, right? They go to bed around midnight time, wake up around 6, maybe a little bit later, right? That seems pretty standard. Why is everyone I know getting like 3 hours of sleep every night? That's not good, right, Z? Z, take a page out of your own book. Hello, Squirter. Hi, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having the best day. The cutie Z. It is a cutie Z. On your 4th hardcore world attempt, died at the stupid Toko Toko. I did a hardcore world on stream before the new update came out. I think we got maybe an hour in before I died, and it was completely unintentional. I think my pal attacked another bigger pal, and when they were fighting, I got hit with like the shockwave, if I remember correctly, and I died, and I wasn't even near it at that time, so it was annoying because it's not like I was in the fight, I just died too. Love snacks, me too. It's just, if I have them, I will eat them. It's a problem. Is some of his mane specifically the part under his neck? It's got the little gray hairs under here. I absolutely love that. There's nothing cuter when you see a pug going gray. So like their little old man syndrome, and they've got a little, EP. Constantly asleep, little babies. Now I know you're only missing 20 cards for the first master set. Are you gonna go out and buy those cards, like from traders, or are you gonna try and pull for them, Jam? They whisper to me like the ring whispers to the Black Riders in The Lord of the Rings. Z, I like how you had to put that in a nerdy reference for us. And yes, so what I'm hearing is Z puts his finger in the ring to get more snacks. Gotcha. Okay, at least we know how it works. Got like 7 hours of sleep last night. Thank you. 7 hours is better than no hours. Gandhi, can you hear us? Speaking of people that don't sleep for enough, Gandhi is right here. We can call him out too. Hello, Mr. Sharky. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Mr. Sharky, I have a question for you. How many hours did you sleep last night? They were too expensive, so I have to pull for them. Sounds like gambling. It sounds like gambling, Dr. Jam. What if you just stole them? What if you just find someone who has them and just print off a fake copy, swap it with theirs, and run? I'll distract them. They won't know any different. We just run. So the only thing I put your finger in? Oh. Z's also a snack. Gotcha. Mr. Sharky, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Well, at least 3 of them are. I would assume if they're that rare to get, they're going to be very expensive to get. So you're going to have to hope to pull for them, which may never happen. But, I stand by what I said, Jam. I'll distract them. You just grab the whole portfolio and run. We'll return the ones we don't want later. Fabulous, like 6 or 7. Mr. Sharky, I'm not going to say it like you want me to say it. 6 or 7 hours of sleep. Gotcha. Okay, yes. That's okay. I completely understand. I don't know if I got close to that, but that's okay. So you're a black man as well. I'll not be stealing anything. Oh no, you're right. Okay, you distract. I will steal and run. Right? Because they can't do anything about it. I have white privilege. They just be like, okay, thank you. And I'll be running with it, like straight down the street. I'll just leave you there holding the bag. Just kidding, I would never actually do that. And if anyone does that, jail for a million years. Right, we'd never do such a thing. In peanut butter jar. Oh, wait. Put your finger... Wait. Z, your finger in the peanut butter jar, right? Tell us more, Z. I'm listening. There's a Pokemon chat. I'm listening. You put your finger into the peanut butter jar. Okay. There's a Pokemon chat. You would never do that, Gel. But you already stole my heart. Ooh. You know, that's accurate too. I could imagine this would happen. Mr. Jockey, your fortune for today is in 2 days. Your tomorrow will be your yesterday. Wait, that's not right. No, we don't question it. It just makes our brain ache. It's just nod, just agree, just say yes, thank you. No, I'm not. Z's like, I'm not reiterating what I just said. Okay, Z. So, if I ever visit and I ask for a peanut butter sandwich, it will be peanut. Emphasis on the nut in the butter sandwich. Gotcha. Thank you for the word of warning. Wait, you're shy. Dodge's like, I'm so shy. Here is a video of me twerking. And by video, I mean emote. There is 2 of them now, right? Asking for science. Can we see them? Pics in the Discord. Stitchy. Do you want me to... you know, actually, I'm going to look right now. I want to see what your hair looks like. I was going to say, do you want me to look right now? But I'm going to do it. You already posted it. I'm doing it right this second. No one knows if it's right or not. Right, that's why we just agree with it, because no one actually knows. We just accept it for what it is. It's like, yeah, just say yes, right? But like, why would you be shy? What Stitchy said. Why would he be shy when I'm the prettiest girl at the party? Why would you be shy when I'm literally shy, though? You should both be shy, and you should just ooh-woo in each other's directions. I just said I wouldn't actually do that. Right. But the fact that you said after that you wouldn't do it implies that you may have already done it. See? There we go. There it is. I see the twerking. Thank you for that, Jam. I appreciate you. Blue! Okay, I'm looking right now. I'm looking right this second. Guys, if you're not in the Discord and you want to see Stitchy's blue hair, look how cute that is. I like your glasses too. I like that. Did you go to like a hairdresser for it, or was this like a friend? I hate hairdressers and stuff, so I'm always terrified. I would be the kind of person that'd be doing it at home in my own sink or something, because I'd be terrified to go ask a stranger to do my hair. That is very unsanitary. See, I feel like it would be, but what if you showered first? I'm asking all the questions that I really don't need answers to. Ever since the dog we had to put down, there's more to this dog, but I'd rather not go into it, because she attacked him. Everyone's love for him is amplified. I was asleep when it happened, but months afterwards, I had him sleeping upstairs with us, so sleeping on your bed for a bit. He's such a people's pupper. He's a goblin for affection and food. I feel like most pugs are. They just want attention, right? Separation anxiety, they will go with you everywhere. They just want to be touching you, like right next to you, or sitting on your lap. Right? Completely understandable. My boys are the same. They just want to be where the people are, right? Literally. Is that me for real? Honestly, attention. Love, attention, and food, right? Still no. Z's not going to send me this video. As much as I keep asking, he's not going to send it. Your bestie did it, your roots need done, but you got to wait a few more weeks so to not waste the bleach dye. Completely understandable. Since I was wondering, because I was like, I feel like we're on the same page here of just like, we would much rather get a friend to do something like that than ask a complete stranger, because people. It's also a lot cheaper if you do it yourself, right? Hello, Rustabit. Hi, welcome. Hi. Hi. Wait, is that dogs twerking emote? Honestly, that's hilarious. I love that. Hello, Rustabit. Hi, welcome in. There is a question chat. If you'd like to join, command to join to get into that right now. Counts, you put a 1 in front of that join. If you'd like to still join, you can. Russabit, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Not to mention 4 of your star chart is Leo and your moon is Virgo bordering Leo. Elixir Bacon, I'm going to nod and agree with you, but I have no clue how any of that stuff works. I just know that I'm a Capricorn. As for the rest, no idea. I couldn't tell you. I'm so sorry. I know that there's like compatibilities and stuff. I honestly, I like foods, you know me, right? I just imagine all 3 of the pugs in little aerial wigs laying out on an ocean rock with a little splash that comes up and just knocks them into the water and then start paddling away with their bright red hair. I could see this. You know, I'm gonna Photoshop them into little red wigs just for you. So much cheaper. Every time I've done my hair, I've always done it myself. Well, actually, one time I had blonde hairlights put in, and that was because my friend was trained to be a hairdresser, and she needed someone to test on. That was me. She did a really good job, but it was just I didn't want to pay, obviously. I think I did pay her, but it was like a friend's rate because it was just paying her because that's her job, right? But I had to pay like $200 or something ridiculous like Gandhi did. Singing their little hearts out. Wouldn't that be so cute and adorable? I would love to see that. I need to get into watch the movies if they like it. Hello, Toyful. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Wait, what did you ask me? It's okay, Z. Nothing about the peanut butter. Toyful, your fortune says a mysterious voice will stone shout. What do you mean? Prepare your explanation. It will not be accepted. It will probably be me screaming at you like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're not allowed to take a break and a nap at work? You should take a nap right now. Capricorns unite. Yep. Let's burn the world down or something. I'm a Capricorn. Does that count? They did add that new star sign, but I was safe, apparently. Jupiter is Sagittarius, and your astronomy friends envy that. Okay, so what's the benefit of being Jupiter in Sagittarius? These are words. These are just words, right? These are words, right? You did put the sausage in the peanut butter brick. Wowzy. Wow. Okay. Okay. I didn't believe you many, many times. I don't really get it. I could look it up. Should I look mine up too? What am I typing in? You wish to join the Discord? Oh, Tech Junkie, there is a channel. Did you redeem it? If you did, I missed it. I'm so sorry. If you did already redeem it, I'm so sorry because I'm blind and I miss things and I don't pay attention. I'm so sorry. Did I miss it? If we have a mod in chat, would you have to whisper over Tech Junkie a link to the Discord, please and thank yous? I would appreciate that. So stop adding more peanut butter to your sandwich. Okay, should I also remove it from my shopping cart too? Funnily enough, I opened the pantry yesterday and I was trying to look for peanut butter because I put it on my toast every day, right? And I realized I have 4 tubs of peanut butter on different shelves. I don't know why we have so much, but we just keep accumulating peanut butter. Also, thank you for that farts, David. I appreciate you. Smell delicious. Hides from the mysterious voice. He won't scream too much. It'll be stern dog dad voice, don't you worry. You'll hear it though. I'd rather that something be in Uranus. Yes, something in Uranus. Yeah, exactly. What do I look up for that? What is that? What do I type in for that? What even is that? Star sign things. Those are things, right? Star sign things. There we go. Star sign things. That's what I typed in. Uh-huh. I hate this AI thing. It's so dumb. AI overview. The 12 Western star signs are Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. You said 12 and you gave me 3. Thank you. Thank you. It's so smart. It's so smart. Birth chart. Oh, is that what I need? Birth chart. I'll look at that. I'll Google that one. How's that? Ted Junkie, thank you for redeeming that. Gandhi, Wolf Dad, Gokul, any mods, would you be able to whisper over the link to Tech Junkie, please? And thank you. That'd be absolutely amazing if you could. Birth chart. That's a thing. I'm looking at it. I'm Googling it right now so I can find out. Twiggle, you caught yourself a course solar. Congratulations. Welcome in. How are you doing today, Twiggle? Trying to get many things in Uranus. Free astrology birth chart report. It says free at the start, which means I'm probably gonna sign up for something. Birth chart. Name, initial, or nickname. Then it asks my pronouns. Do you think me putting they instead of he will change my star sign? Should I do it and find out? There might be chaos. Should we do it anyway? Hello, Eric. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? I found fries chocolate, the normal and the mint flavor. Send both over. Oh my god, Stitchy, you're the best. We love you. That's why you're so amazing. That's why you're mother. Eric, a fortune for today is mysterious voice will soon shout, what do you mean? Prepare your explanation. It may not be accepted. Yeah. It's based on your time and place of birth or something. It's silly. Interesting. To get your proper birth chart, you need your location you were born, the exact time you were born, or a rough estimate. I know where I was born and the time that I was born. We're doing astrology now. No, I'm just quickly looking because I don't know anything. Okay, I was born January 13th, 1997. Guys, write it on your calendars. I expect you guys to not forget. 13th of January. I was born at 1 p.m. And I can put the city, right? There we go. There we go. I put the city. Okay. If you would like to be able to share your report URL with others. No. Just give me my thing. I pressed the button. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what any of this means, but I'm looking at it. Guys, what do you need me to tell you? There are things here, right? The 13th or the 30th? The 13th. Like the lucky number 13, right? All I know was locked into place and out within the span of one EastEnders episode. As in you were born within one episode of happening, is what you just shot out of there. Hi, Jelly. Hi, welcome in. Mocha, thank you for that gift sub for Jelly. We appreciate you. He might be working, might not be able to hear you. Will you show your rising, sun, and moon? Those are the big ones. Okay, rising, sun, and moon. Should I just swap over so you guys can see it? Should I just swap over real quick? Should I just swap over? Okay, this is me, right? I was born in Slough in England. Yeah, I know. I know. Judge me. A Capricorn sun. Rising is the ascended, I think. Okay, what does any of this mean here? What does any of this here mean? What does any of this here mean? What does this mean? I don't know what this means. Your Sagittarius sun, Scorpio rising, and Leo moon. Capricorn sun, is that right? Sun is your ego. Excuse you. Excuse you. What does any of this mean? I don't know what these things mean. People that know things, what do these things mean here? My Uranus is in Aquarius. How's that? Rising is how you view the world and present yourself. What does it say, rising? It will. It will. I don't know what any of this means. I have no idea. I'm just looking at words on the screen right now with no idea what any of this means. Hello, Jelly. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. N node. Down here. Down here. I'm a Libra. Yeah, that's a thing. Moon is your emotionals? Moon? I'm an emotional Pisces. What does that mean? ASC is ascending. All this astrology is above me, but Placidia's orbs doesn't sound promising. Look, I don't know what any of these words mean. I just know star signs, right? That's it. Yeah, we're doing zodiac stuff, Jelly, apparently. Patiently waiting. Yeah, patiently waiting. I just need to know, when do I die? When do I win the lottery? What other important ones are there? How big might your house be? Yeah. The orb knows all. We like a big big orb, right? All praise the orb. By this, I would assume you're an emotional one. Drama. Really? Me? Emotional. Drama. I'm like the least emotional person. These are a lot of things, but oh, wait, there's actually words up here. There are words. Ah. Those words also meant nothing to me. No idea. These also have Roman numerals next to them. What site did you use? This is called Cafe Astrology. Hello, Thundy. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Let me just type in the name of the game. We love wait, what was the name of the game? Oh, Command Pokemon. There we go. Command Pokemon. Those are the houses. Oh, I want to be House Targaryen. Oil wrestling videos. Thundy, when are you sending them? Have you found them yet? I put in this request yesterday during a work day. I was gonna say Pisces is supposed to be the most emotional sign in the zodiac. Okay. And when the moon is in Pisces, it's supposed to be even more emotional. Rick is like one of the least emotional people I know. Right. Like I don't have emotions because I don't care about anything in the slightest. So yeah. Oh, true. Thundy. Have you found those videos yet? Oh, womp womp. You're a Gemini. These are words, right? What do these mean down here? I'm 4 masculine, 6 feminine, 7 cardinal. Cardinal sin? 1 fixed. What do these mean? I don't know what any of this means. Oh, it tells me the sun is in Capricorn. Capricorn is feet on the ground, eye on the prize sign. Oh, right. I'm realistic. I have a grounded approach to life that is apparent no matter how dreamy the rest of the birth chart suggests they can be. Oh, clearly accurate. My Uranus is in pieces. Oh, wait, Pisces. Not in pieces, Elixir Bacon. Are you sure? I have not. I'll keep looking. I'll get a new one. I mean, you could always get a new one if you want. I'm happy to wait. Your Uranus is Reese's Pieces, as it should be. If it wasn't, it should. Emphasis on the peanut butter. Do I want to read all of these things? Their sense of humor can be of the deadpan variety, generally excellent at keeping a straight face. They can be bitingly sarcastic too. They're known for taking too many not known. I was like, when do I take a risk in life? They value the beaten track and things that are tried and true. Yeah, this is not to say that they are stick in the muds. Right, okay. Turn to your Capricorn friends for help when you need to really get things done. Oh, I bet it is. Scorpio with Scorpio run and sending with the Aries moon. I know what those things are, right? Those are good things, right? We love that for you. That means you win the lottery tomorrow, right? Hello, Ghost Kitty. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Your sun is Leo, your moon is Virgo, bordering Leo, and my ascending is Aquarius. Right, those are also words. What do those ones mean? Something such a stick in the mud. Jeez. Right, that's definitely a pun intended. That's like fudge packing, isn't it? Shameful. Is that even possible? Not in the slightest, no. Thank God I'm not a Capricorn then. I'm not helping. Wow. Let's see how it is. Oh, there's a short description. He is honest, reserved, circumspect, circumspect, not circumference, bitch. I'm not round. Thank you. Honorable and strong-willed. Right, tell that to the snacks. Quietly ambitious, within the realms of the possible. He likes and takes on responsibility. He can work in the social domain. Social people. I beg to differ. Right, what are you saying? Right, Jelly, I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm reading that apparently I am... Apparently I can do things? Nah. Possible issues. A sometimes bitter and mistrustful mind. I'm so bitter. Circumspects. That's a great name. Who got Rick to look up his birth chart? Look, we saw. How do we even get? I blame Bacon for this. Elixir Bacon, look what you've done. Maybe look something up, and I don't know what it means. They call him that because the one time he got Kim on his glasses. Yes, my glasses. Hello, Ghost Kitty. Thank you for the hydrate. Also, Rost a bit. What did you just clip? Oh, the Uranus thing. Gotcha. Do we have a snack counter for how many times snacks are said in the stream? No, but there should be, honestly, right? We already have a autism one for every time I do something autistic. And we have another one for every time I get raptured. We should add snacks one. List of possible issues is longer. Oh! Not me getting two things is my issue. And it's mostly just being bitter and mistrustful, which is okay, right? I can work with that. If anyone whispered the Discord link again or not, if not, you could try now. Do we have any mods in chat? They might be really busy right now, Tech Junkie. They might be all working. So if you see one when they next come in, we can scream at them. Just don't forget. Don't let me forget either. I am a Capricorn with Ascendant Gemini, whatever that means. I didn't start anything. You just enabled it. You're an enabler. You're a pusher, Katie. Wait. I'm a pusher, Katie. Yeah. The one time I went to bed with Wolfman, and let me tell you, my Uranus was in pieces, girl. Z, is that a quote from something or is that a statement? Mine was, she's suspicious, defiant, extremist. She's sometimes vindictive. Now, hold on. That sounds like Gandhi. Is that Gandhi too? Woo, Gemini. Hello, Carmine. Welcome in. It came from your brain place. I know what's been going on in your brain place. Okay, so I have a deep need to understand the world around you. I have high ideals and your eye on what's on the horizon. As you so frequently look ahead, you can seem quite restless. You're proud of your knowledge, mind, and morals. Advice: avoid self-righteousness in your enthusiasm to share your knowledge. At your best, you are tolerant, adventurous, and curious person, and you want to see the best in people and in life itself. There's far too many words here. Far too many words. Oh, my moon is in pieces. Oh, yeah. My moon's in pieces, guys. I don't know what that means, but no mooning for you guys, sorry. The moon represents the emotional responses. Unconscious predestination in the self-image. Right, gotcha. I can be dreamy, not always in touch with reality. Hold on. What do you mean? Didn't I just get one where it said in touch with reality? I was realistic, grounded approach to life. Now, how can I be both? How can I be both? Huh? You're making shit up, aren't you? You're lying to me. I'm $1 back. And it's about $1 on this. Their sense of humor is delightfully silly and a bit odd. Perspective souls who seem to be in touch with all nuances and subtleties of human nature. Yeah. Often this comes through in a strong sense of humor that is more of the receptive kind than the type of sense that humor that would make people the life of the party. Wow. Easy to get them giggling. Better than Uranus. Right. Better my moon's in pieces than my anus. Right. Well, hold on. Because didn't the other one also just say that I literally wasn't funny? I just got like the two condescending things. How does that work? That doesn't make any sense. And in personal relationships, lunar Pisceans, whatever that is, okay, are giving and yielding, generally open on a sexual level, quietly. Their fantasies can be far-reaching, intricate, and rich with emotion. Love is closely tied with their sexuality. Most lunar Pisceans are shy. They need a trustworthy lover to bring them out. There are far too many words on this page. How long does it? Oh my Jesus, this just keeps going. Guys, I don't know if you want to read all of this because I don't. These are far too many words to me. Far too many words for today. It's too early on this Tuesday. It's been a very long week and I don't want to read all of this. But whatever information you needed, I think you may have it. If this helps anyone understand anything in the slightest. This hasn't explained anything to me. It's just a lot of words with some numbers attached to it and some star signs. I didn't know this was a thing. I just thought you were born in a day, in a month, and like that's my star sign. I didn't know there was more to it. Jesus. What is the site called? I'm curious about mine. It's called astro.cafeastrology.com. Though I just typed in birth chart and this is the top one that came up. But it's cafeastrology.com. Not an astrologist, so not sure. Right, I have no clue either. Whatever, I'm getting cheese fries. I would love some cheese fries, but I'm trying to lose 3 pounds. There are many sites and apps on the phone. And I bet they all say different things. That's the problem, right? Because it's just up for interpretation. It's not like there's a confirmed thing, right? Should I read my horoscope for today? Should I read my horoscope? Today's transits. No, I don't care about my buses today. Transits of major planets. No, which one gets me fastest to the city? These are not these. I don't need these things. I don't know what this is. I don't know what any of this means. What is my transit? Is that whether I bike to work or get a bus or drive or ride a unicorn? I just wanted my horoscope. There we go. Horoscopes. Much better. I'll find my horoscope. I'll read it for you guys once I find it. Time to take your edible. He's like, this has been going on far too long. I need my edibles. Sun is in the 7th house, and that's relationships. It talks about the need for a partner and feel incomplete without one, and that's me, for real. So what I'm hearing is, you need a partner in the 8th house? Or something? I don't know. These interactions between placements and houses and other things. Houses. So I know what that means. Basic human psyche, really. The whole, you like to try and understand the world around you. Like, hello, that's literally everyone's human nature. Right, that's the thing. It's like when you go, I don't know. When you go speak to someone and they ask you questions just so they can tell you the answers you already gave them back. And you're like, wow, how did you know that? Oh, wait, I just told you as I came in. There's transit available to other planets. Sign me up. This one's fucked. Right, where would you like to go? I'd like to go to Uranus. I wonder what's your horoscope. Homoscope. Ooh, we should start homoscopes. They're horoscopes for gay people. Lasai on Instagram. I follow Queer Astrology and they break this all down. Oh, Eric, do you sit there watching them talk about it? Understandable. How do I look at my horoscope? I just want to see my horoscope right now. Daily horoscopes. I am a Capricorn. Okay, August 4th, 2026. I'm going to read my horoscope. If you guys aren't sharing my horoscope, don't listen. It's bad luck. Okay. You can be in fine creative form today, dear Capricorn, and bonding with someone special, particularly through conversation and entertainment, can be in focus. At the same time, you might find it particularly enjoyable to organize around the home or enjoy your personal life. Today's energies are good for restorative activities. However, taking a detour from the usual routine can be emotionally refreshing later today. You want me to break my routine? Don't be ridiculous. Your aspirations and ideals are stronger driving forces in your life. You could be feeling some sort of calling towards a particular subject. Creativity, good. Love, good. Business, good. I got all goods. Look at that for me. Bond with us. No, ending stream, bye. I know what any of that means. I'm going to bond with you guys today, apparently, over something creative, a creative form, and restorative activities are going to be good for me as long as I break my daily routine. Fine. I'll wash the car. Yeah, because you were trying to find yourself. Did you find yourself, Eric, and where were you? Trying to find a partner in Uranus. Honestly, I feel like the best partners would be in Uranus, right? What about the horoscopes? What's the perfect horror movie for you? Cabin in the Woods for sure. I love that movie, and I've said this before. I like the pick your destiny kind of movie, you know? Me! I said it first. It's just like, me, I am the one that is bonding with Rick today. Reading your rising and sun sign horoscopes. Oh god, there's more? Honestly, you didn't. Oh, Eric's like, I looked it up. I tried to find myself, but I just found myself lost. Understandable. Horoscopes for all on Chewsday, August 4th. What do you mean, astrology for all? A horoscope for everyone? What does that mean? Can't everyone have the same thing, right? Do most of you believe in these things? Do most of you like is there anyone who has like these things on their phone where it tells them their horoscope for the day and do they like live by it? Like if it said you're going to get a really lucky scratch card, would you go get a scratch card because your horoscope said it? Or is it just like a fun little gimmick that you kind of look at each day and go that's cute? Kind of thing. You believe in it. Josh, would you, if it's told you to do something, like would you actively go and do it thinking that it would benefit you? Because I'd be curious to know if people do kind of base their daily activities off of their horoscopes, right? Just fun, but people in Cali are obsessed with it, right? But it's like I'd learned that in a lot of Asian cultures, right, they look at your blood type as something as significant as your star sign too, right? Because you know when you see like celebrity pop culture, I think it's a big thing in Japan, right, or Korea, where they'll normally have like celebrity and they have like their star sign and their blood type, right? Not because it's like a personal thing, but it's like an astrology thing. I did it for the personality traits and not the daily things. Gosh, understandable. I was like, I don't know who I am, so please tell me my personality. Believe in handsome, big, beefy, bearded men. You know, that's a great thing to believe in. I think if you manifest it, they may just come your way, right? Crazy thing is that friend that I told you is an arsehat, is an Aries just like me. Makes sense when we tend to butt heads way too often. That could be a thing because they always tell you who you pair well with, right? Is a thing. Chinese zodiac is fun. You're a rat. Nice way to make it sound positive. I'm a rat. I don't know what zodiac I would be. My Chinese zodiac. Should I look that up too? How do I look that up? Do I just put my date in? How do I know what my Chinese zodiac would be? What is that? What is my Chinese zodiac? I'm looking it up. I'll let you know what it is. Chinese zodiac calculator. I guess it would be the year I was born, right? Please be something interesting, otherwise I'm canceling you. Please be something cute like a dragon. Oh, I'm a rat. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm a rat too. Typical thing of the look. I appreciate you. Chinese zodiac is fire, pig, bird, hog, essentially. Love hog. Love a hog. Love that. There's a question, chat. If I was born a little bit early in the year, at least I would have been an ox. But no, I am a rat. A little rat. You're a sheep. At least that's cute. No one likes a rat. There's Celtic tree astrology. You'd be a birch. You know, I like that. I don't mind a white tree. They're very nice to work with in Minecraft. 1, 2. Yes, it seems to be the month of the year, right? My personality says I'm quick-witted, resourceful, versatile, and kind. I know that's right. My lucky numbers are 2 and 3. Lucky colors are blue, gold, and green. Ooh. Lucky flowers are lily, African violet, and lily of the valley. Right, but why couldn't I be a dragon? I wanted to be a dragon. That sounds much more fun. Oh, in fairness, rat sounds bad, but so does a rooster. That doesn't sound as cute either. Dragon D's nuts. Oh, well. You're a wood rat. I was destined gay man living in New York City. It was written in the stars that you would live in New York City as a gay rat man. In Chinese astrology, beyond your primary birth year animal, you have 3 additional animal signs based on your birth month, day, and hour. There's your inner animal month, true animal day, and secret animal hour. Ooh, what is my secret animal? Rooster? I barely even know her. Right. Oh, they have a Chinese zodiac compatibility calculator, and it says boy's birth date, girl's birth date. Incompatible is what I'm hearing. Thank you. Love that. Hi, Ash. Hi, welcome in. What's your sexy animal? I don't know. What's that test? I need to know that one. Wow, the homophobia. Right, hateful. And your evil animal. Can the rat be the evil animal? That one's not as cute. Ash, think of the 15 stream streak. I appreciate you. You think you're a rabbit. A rabbit would be cute, though. Can I look at my other ones? Chinese Zodiac Guide. Can I? Oh, immediately it took me to rat page. Oh. It took me to a rat. I'm a rat. I don't want to shop the rat collection, okay? I just go outside. I'm pressing things, hoping for the best. How would I know what material I am? What would my materials be? Oh, wait, let me show you. It's got a thing here. It's got a thing. Gotcha. I guess I have to look for my year specifically and see what element it was that year, right? So I was born rat 1997. Hold on. Now, hold on, because now it says ox on this one. Either way, it would be fire, right? Which would be courageous, passionate, and good at research. Yeah, I'm researching right now, see? Your rabbit, Ash, is a pig. It rotates every rotation. It rotates every rotation. So I'm dying at the concept of something rotating when it rotates. Hello, Dorita. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Dorita. Hi, welcome in. You're a water monkey, apparently. Does that mean you like swimming? The rats trick the ox to become the first sign of the zodiac. Well, that makes it sound interesting. Would it be a dog-friendly place? Because I need to see them pugs. I don't even know if we'd better get these guys in the car. They are terrible at cars. They're cute, but they're awful in the car. Tom, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Okay, so the first one I looked at, I put my date in, and it said that it said I was a rat. It does say I'm a rat. The other one said, it's a rat fire type. Okay, I'm a fire type rat Pokemon, okay? You know, isn't that fun? Don't we love that? That's really cute, right? I'm a ratty fire type. Hangry, what Pokemon is that? A fire rat type. Tom, your fortune says you will feel extra pickly today. Gunkel has its eyes on you. Rat makes sense. Oh, she's a flaming rat. I'm a flaming rat. Don't you love that? Ash, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. I'm a water fish and an earth tiger. Okay, see, water fish makes so much sense, doesn't it? Right? Now, earth tiger, that's fun. That's cute. Water fish makes so much sense, though, doesn't it? Like, imagine if you were a fire fish. You just lived in a pool of lava. I don't know if we've learned anything here today in this. A Cyndaquil. Oh, I'm a Cyndaquil. I'll take that. That should be my new favorite Pokemon now. Pisces, right? Because Pisces are fish, right? The logo is two fish, right? You can't swim, actually. You're more into fire, though, hence being an Aries. Oh, okay, so you don't like putting out fires. You're like setting stuff on fire. Josh is a wishy-washy. That's a good one. I like that one. Okay. I wonder how many Pokemon are based off of zodiacs. Like in their initial designs. Are you an Aries, Rick? No, I'm a Capricorn. January 13th. Chinese New Year is around February, if that helps. That definitely doesn't. Because I would never remember to celebrate it. I'll see people celebrating it, like, oh, right, and then I'll forget next year. You put out fires that you cause. No, Tom, we just set those on fire too. We just burn everything. Oh, bye. Mr. Sharky's like, you're not compatible with me. Blocked immediately. That's okay too. I don't blame you. I would too. A Californian in the chat. Eric also likes to burn things down, so that's totally valid as well. I completely understand. I would be setting stuff on fire if I could. You and Aries, so like we are compatible. I already forgot who I was compatible with and all of my stuff. It was a pretty picture that I looked at briefly. I don't even know my blood type, okay? So don't ask me any of these really important questions. If you need a blood transfusion, just don't. I am a homosexual male, which means I'm banned from giving blood. You're welcome. Are you allowed to give it to other gay people? You're a Sagittarius. I love that for you. You're August 13th. Look, same day, just different month. Your blood type is cunt. Seven can't every day. Lift that ban in the UK. Oh. Still don't want to give blood. That was my excuse for not for not giving blood. That was my excuse. Team Aquarius. Gandhi, look at you go, little fish thing. You expect me to be grounded? Yeah, Eric, get to your room right now. Not getting to delete the message. Someone deleted the wrong message here. No, it's okay. It's just because it's Tom. We love trolling Tom. Cancer, Scorpio, and Taurus are compatible with you. Gotcha. Look at us learning these things. Have to come to the UK to squirt your blood. I don't want to. No, thank you. My mother used to give blood, and she always used to tell me about how it was. And I was like, no, I can do vaccines and stuff because it's tiny, small needle. But taking blood, as in giving blood, is big needle. And then you see blood. Took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that bitch. All right, Lizzo, calm down. Jesus. It's okay, Ganti. You can take all the DNA tests you want, but you will be a bitch. You used to donate blood until... And what happened? Did she tell us? Tell us the drama. My mother used to do it. I don't know if she still does, but I used to go with her and I'd sit in the car while she goes get her blood done. Didn't like it. Didn't like the concept of it. It's just not a thing for me. Blood creeps me out, and needles too. Medications and anemic. Gotcha. Okay, so they said, stop it, Stitchy. You can't keep doing this. Not allowed. Understandable. But at least you did what you could, right? That's always commendable, right? Candy's like, you mean restricted from donating? Eric, are you restricted? Are you not allowed? You give blood sometimes. Don't mind things sticking you. I've heard this about you. I mean, that might be a completely different conversation. But you do give blood. Okay, so Thundy is the opposite of a vampire. He is feeding them. Tried to donate last week, but I was anemic, so I'm eating lots of spinach this week. Did they do a test on the spot whilst you're there to see if you are? I mean, what? Thundy's like, please, don't, what was it? My Uranus is in Pisces, also known as Pieces. That's what Thundy said. Yes, they do. Oh, so they do tests on the spot to see if you're suitable for donating blood. Interesting. It sounds like a lot of work and sounds like a lot of needles and stabbing and stuff. I remember I would never get blood work done. I would always get the finger pricks, which I think actually is worse than just getting blood work done. If anyone's had the finger prick where they get they put your little finger inside of the plastic contraption and they like trap it and it puts the needle through your thumb and then they draw the blood. That hurts more than like an injection does. I think I would much rather just have them take the blood than stab me in the thumb again. Where does all of our blood go? Well, Gandhi, I didn't want to tell you this in front of everyone, but actually the elite are vampires and we're actually just secretly feeding them. It's a conspiracy and I'm telling everyone about it. And he puts the finger in. Yeah, no, sometimes you have to put your whole finger in. Yeah. It is just a finger prick. If you don't pass, they do a second prick on another finger. No, thank you. No, thank you. My mother taught me how to sew growing up, and I didn't have any of those thimbles, so I used to prick my fingers all the time. Not a fan. Definitely not doing it on purpose, either. Go to New Orleans for the vampires. Yes, the True Blood ones, right? For me, they just cut off your finger. Mrs. Sharky, are you like a gecko? Do they just grow back over time? That's too humid. No thanks. Gandhi, could you imagine your hair with the humidity? Gandhi will literally be on stream and he'll be like, I need to get a haircut. And his hair is literally just growing out like this. Gandhi, could you imagine your hair in like a really high humidity? New Orleans right after the rain, or even Florida right after the rain. The rain and the heat. Gandhi, can you please go test that? I would love to see what would happen right now. Like, I know you're at work, but can you go quickly? Actually, that wouldn't be that quickly. I think Arizona to New Orleans is a distance, right? Googly Maplies. Googly Maps. I put Google Maps. I'm just gonna put your state. I'm not gonna dox you. Arizona directions. I'm looking at drive time, right? Arizona, just Arizona, the state to New Orleans. Not even Louisiana, just New Orleans. the city, because that's where we're going. That's where we're taking you. It would take you 23 hours and 10 minutes to drive there. Are you okay with that kind of drive, Gandhi? Could you do that for me? Better not rain at TexasCon? Oh my god, could you imagine? That'd be hilarious. Hello, Ludo. Hi, welcome in. Based in America, if you are gay, you can give blood if you haven't sex or a new partner in 3 months. Oh, so they changed that. Okay, we like that. Hello, Ludo. Hi, good morning. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing, sweetheart? Don't want the mortals know about them. Yeah, no mortals, no vampires there. We won't talk about that. So the humidity as at TexasCon could be interesting. What is it right now in that area, right? Hi, Hash Brown. Hi, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's going amazing. There is a Stunk Fisk in chat. It's an ugly Pokemon. If it was wild, you would have your gay card revoked. Yeah, Candy, get rid of it. As long as you're in a fancy cup. Cutie, don't call me Zoe. Not one of your pugs. Well, Ludo, you nibble on toes. Just like the pugs do. So much difference. Hash Brown, I hope you're doing well. What are you up to today? Anything fun? Gandhi, it would take you 23 hours to drive from Arizona. And that's the middle of the Arizona map. But if you were to go from Phoenix, it would be pretty much 23 hours. And that's without stopping to charge, Gandhi. So maybe just fly there. Right? Now I'm curious to know what the humidity in Houston is. Houston, Texas. Okay, it's 96 Fahrenheit right now. The humidity is 52%. It's pretty hot. It's excessive heat, it says. How's that? You're running errands while watching the stream? Oh, what kind of errands are we doing today? Anything fun? Can I come? I'll help. I'm not very good at helping, but I might be able to help. Humidity in Houston, Texas in October. How's that? Because then we could maybe get a gist. 65 to 75%. That's probably not much different to me right now where I am. Morning highs of 91%, but that's just because it's dewy, isn't it? Dewy. Yeah. So, did that answer anyone's questions? Probably not. Booking a first class to New Orleans, is that to my north or to my right? Well, Gandhi, I don't know where you're standing right now. I can't tell which direction that you are facing, right? But Gandhi, if you were looking at the map, then yes, to your right. Because it's... The fact that Gandhi doesn't understand geography is so funny to me. Yeah, close enough, yeah. Are you picking up a cool lamp from the Facebook Marketplace? Oh my god, don't get murdered. Just get pictures. It's super far from my home, but that's the fun part of running errands. You know what? Getting out of the house and doing stuff, that's fun, right? Meeting strangers on Facebook Marketplace, that's how you get murdered. Hash Brown, make sure you tell your friends and your family where you're at. Call your police and be like, look, I'm picking up a lamp real quick. If I don't come back in 10 minutes, send a search party, right? Is it a cute lamp though? Because I feel like driving somewhere to pick up a lamp, it better be a good lamp, right? Correct humidity in New Orleans is, the current humidity is 55%. Oh, actually, so it's higher in Texas right now. Hate when you have to get blood drawn for labs. I have small rolling veins. Depending on who's drawing the blood for me, it either goes quick or it's a nightmare. When we went to hospital once, they poked me so much the first day trying to get blood to make it easy to insert something into your neck whilst you stay there to get the blood drawn easily. I jokingly called it the vampire method. No, thank you, Tet Junkie. All of that, no, thank you. Look, if you couldn't find it the first time, that's it. I'm going home. I'll come back another day. To compare, Arizona humidity in October is 25 to 33%. And Gandhi loves that because he likes the dry heat for whatever reason. I love random side quests. You have friends knowing where I am. Okay, good. We like a good random side quest. Even if we have to speak to random strangers, you have to let us know what the lamp looks like when you pick it up. I'm sure you know, but let us know once you picked it up. For me, dogs love me. I'm easy to find ones and get it. I feel like they would like me because you can see my veins everywhere, right? Like, everywhere. I don't know where they'd normally draw them from. Like here, right? Like you can see my veins. So I feel like they would like me, right? Years before I met Mocha, I dated a paramedic and he used to just look at the veins on my arm and he would say that he would like me if I was a patient. And I took that as a compliment, I think. I believe that's a compliment. maybe it just means that I'd be less hassle for nurses and emergency people, right, to find stuff. So, I mean, I guess that's a compliment, right? Never lived there, but you've always heard Houston is very humid. I guess that could make sense, right? I guess it makes sense. We'll have to test it when we get there, right? It's one of your favorite colors. It's yellow, like one of the old fire lamps with the glass keeping the fire out. Now, I'm getting to see photos of this hash brown. You get to show us somehow, magically. Just send us a photo right now. I need to see it. I'm sure you are. Luda's loved by the doctors. One time, only one time, and it's because they were shit nurses. I was poked 19 times before they found one in your arm and forearm. Finally, the got one from the top of your hands. It was so pathetic, I was laughing inside. Okay, so Ludo, you're saying they could normally find them, but for some reason, they struggled so much one time. Why did they struggle so much that time? Where do I send it? I would say by Discord, but there's no way of me giving you the Discord link over on YouTube, Hash Brown. I guess you're going to have to verbally describe exactly what it looks like so I can paint a picture in my head of what it looks like, right? Nope, that's murder. You wouldn't want to deal with that heat, Ganty. Are you sure? The humidity? Phlebotomologists are thrilled to... Did I say that right? Phlebotomologists are thrilled to see me when I go to donate blood. Because of the veins on show. On the hand ones are much worse. Sorry, Ludo. That's where you would get your, if you ever have like a, if you get put under, if you get, that's where they put the anesthesia, right, in through your hand at that one time. Hi there, my Blizz Stitches. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well today. Mine is so easy to find, and the two nurses struggled so much. Why? How? Because they were new and shit. Did they have their glasses on? Because I feel like most people, if they can find them normally, they're not going to be hidden one day, right? This word, that's a beautiful word. Phlebotomists? I don't know. Phlebotomologist. Phlebotomist. Now we're all saying different things. It's a cool green cable, Hash Brown, so it's kind of artsy is what I'm hearing. Really like artsy things, right? What are you doing now? What are we talking about? We were just looking at star signs, demi. I said demi instead of demi. And now we're talking about people having issues getting blood taken, because as much as we love needles, we clearly want to talk about taking blood, which is like the worst part of needles. Demi, have you ever had blood taken? Did you have to deal with needles? I'd rather the hand than the wrist. I wondered why they don't just take it from your wrists. I found out why that at the hospital it hurts like hell. Well, I don't like pain, so you type that wrong. It's phlebotomist. Phlebotomist. It's the people who draw blood. The draw bloodomotomists. Yeah. Yellow IKEA ask Muller. You can even dim it. Is that one of the wheel things that you can dim to make it brighter? I had one of those in my bedroom growing up as a kid. I don't know how they did it, but it had a little knob on it and I could change it so I could dim my light, because nobody likes bright overhead lighting, right? Being able to dim it made it so much nicer. Then you haven't had blood taken, probably for the best. Rather not. I can't think of one time I've had blood taken. I've had tons of vaccines in my life, right? And I have had like a general anesthesia, right? One time that went in through my hand. I did not like that, because when I woke up, I had to look at the little little thing, and then I had to take it out, and I just like, yeah, that wasn't nice. Things like that I don't like. Not a fan. People in that industry, I don't know how you do it. I guess maybe when it's not yourself that's happening to, it's okay because you're doing it to someone else and then you just get to stab them. I think it's cool. I couldn't find it at the store and you got it for 10 bucks. 10 bucks? Honestly, how much would it normally be, Hash Brown? Like if you were to buy something like that brand new. I wish you studied Latin and ancient Greek at times to help with all this medical and biological terms. There are simpler terms. They just choose not to use them, right? They want to use the long fancy name. So when you write down that you do that, everyone gets to ask what you do instead of already knowing, right? That's exactly what it's for, right? You could say you're a builder, right? Or you could look up the Latin term of someone who constructs houses and put that instead, right? If you wanted. Had a lamp that you had to tap to brighten or dim it. I kind of miss it. Oh, I had one of those too. It was like a living room lamp, and it had like a brass kind of structure to it. The actual base of it had like a glass trim, but it had the metal around the base of it too. So you could tap anything that had that metal, and you could tap it multiple times to increase the brightness. And on the fourth tap, it would turn off again. So hot. Love that. A brand new around 35 or 40. Oh, see, look, honestly, getting it for $10 is good. We like that. We like saving money. You're coming back? Demi will be here. Don't you worry. I'm going to assume 24. That makes sense. Touch lamps are very 90s. They're hot though, right? Because I like to touch things and turn them on. I said what I said. I said what I said. I realized after I said it what I had said. We like touching lamps to turn them on. Yeah. I miss those lamps. Right, I had one of those and I thought it was cute. And now I kind of want one. I'm going to have to look one up. Grandmother still has a touch lamp. Steal it. Give it to me. Well, I'm a 90s baby. So, yeah. See, look at us being 90s baby and growing up with these things and them being cute and stuff. Because we were all Year of the Rats or something. Somehow. We're all rats. Your mother still has 2 of them. Amlin, are they going to be added to the collection of heirloom furniture pieces? Rats! Z, did you look up your Chinese zodiac? Did you say what you were? Are you a rat too? Because I'm a rat. I'm a rat. I'm a fire rat. I'm a cyndaquil, as Gandhi said. Oh, hello, Mocha. Hi, welcome in. Mocha, you have 142 silver rickles. Mine is a goat or a sheep. Okay, that works. Cute and fluffy. Touch lamps are still around. You have been to several restaurants recently. Okay, see, that logic, touching things in a public space, knowing other people be touching them, you know, how I feel about that. You know, because food gets everywhere and germs and disgusting shit. Hope not. Maybe I'll ask her if you could. Yeah, I'll take one. A little heirloom lamp. You know, maybe it's cute. Maybe I'll love it. Think you screwed yourself on Powell's? What did you do? Rats are so smart too. Yeah, I'll take it for that reason, right? Because I'm clearly like really, really smart. Really smart, clearly. So maybe I am so smart that my zodiac is a rat. What did I miss? Mocha, we looked up our star signs and our zodiacs. I didn't learn a thing, though I did find out that I am a rat in Chinese zodiac. I'm sure I knew that a very long time ago because I probably looked it up a while back. Forgot because a rat is so forgettable. And then we were talking about getting blood taken, and some people have veins that are friendlier to be phlebotomists, phlebotomist, flebby bottoms, the people that draw blood as their job. Level 80, do you have any stronger weapons or gear? And you're struggling to defeat stuff, I assume, Josh? Have you been grinding the dungeons to get better blueprints? If she says yes, I'll bring it to TexasCon. Imagine driving all the way to TexasCon. And then us driving back with a little touch lamp. And his Uranus is in pieces. Oh, that too, yes. And I mean, Pisces. Pisces. Post which reminded me of the Discord link. Oh. And you know what? Mocha probably won't be able to do it either. Ted Junkie, it might just be easier if I just do it at this point. Might just be easier. Ganny's at work, so he probably can't hear me anyway. I'll just do it myself. If the stream buffers, I'm sorry, I'm opening Discord. Somewhere. I'm opening it somewhere. It's on one of these screens. There it is. There it is. I'll grab it. Struggling to delete Panthalus and Xiaolong. Maybe it's your pals. What pals do you have? Are they high enough level? Are they over-leveled enough? Chipotle burrito could cure your hunger. I just had a half of one. Alex, are you offering me the other half? I've never had Chipotle myself. Is that... Can you believe that? Is that a thing? Is that believable? I've never had one. I've never actually had one in my life. Okay, I'm getting this link, I promise. There we go. I'm getting the link. There we go. And then I should be able to click your name and whisper it from here, right? Whisper. I don't know where it's going to open that. I love how I pressed the whisper button and I don't know where it opened my whispers for me to do it. It's worth trying unless I'm not nearby. I'll finish it in your honor. Please do and let me know if it was worth it. The whole thing. Right. Chipotle bowls are amazing. They do have the, there's a name for it now. I can't remember the name. They have it. They have the vegan protein there now. So technically I could go there and try something. I've just never been. Team is Nightwing, Jetragoon, Astragoon, Jormuntide, and Herbal. They're both over level 70. And the full team and yourself can't defeat them. Maybe just try over leveling them even more. If that works in the slide test. Okay, Tech Junkie. I'm using my other PC. There we go. Whisper. There we go. Opened it up. Perfect. And I can send you the link. There you go. That should work. Someone who got very sick of very sick of eating it. You just got the chicken very safe. I was like, this is perfectly safe. Did you get any lettuce though? The poopy lettuce. Get the pump action shotgun, Josh. Yeah, the shotgun things. Just blow their faces off. I always wondered about Chipotle. Is this something you would try, Chipotle? A powered stream. Nope, definitely not today. Not for me. Oh, they got sick from it. Oh, did they shit themselves? The fact that I so aggressively hold down the lid so it doesn't like swing up and hit me in the face or something. It's food day today. I'm thinking of a food day today. Like a struggle meals. I do have struggle meals up. Or a shitty vegan food, maybe. Struggle meals could be hilarious because everyone understands struggle meals. And yeah, I'm thinking of food. I'm thinking of food because I love me some food. Love me some food. These goddamn headphones. No lettuce tomatoes though. Yes, that person had a bad time, but I personally always have a great time with Chipotle. Now I need to find if there's one near me that I can just go and try it for the first time so I can say I've had it. Did you get a burrito bowl with the roasted chili corn salsa and the fresh tomato salsa? And guacamole? Okay, so you convinced me. Should I send beans in the care package? Like baked beans? You don't need to because actually we can get them here. Though you might want to send them. I could always force Gen to eat them. I feel like he wouldn't eat them, but we could force him to. There's a Pokemon chat. I'm trying to get enough materials to build a gigantic furnace. Maybe just do some grinding and come back to the bosses later, right? Oh, it's a quest, not a Pokemon in chat. I wasn't paying attention. I'm so sorry. Don't eat shitty food. You'll destroy your toilet, just like Hangry does all the time. Are you a triple Gemini? Oh my god, congratulations, Luda. What does that mean for you? Got mine with brown rice and beef, a barbacoa. Yeah, that's barbecue sauce, right? Or something. Obviously, we'd have to get the vegan meat. There is a name for it. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. You were in, Ted Junkie. Welcome in. I was gonna say, I hope that worked. I'm glad that worked. I sent the link, so I think I got it set up. Sun, Mercury, and Venus are in Gemini. Congratulations, Ludo. What does that mean for you, though? Tell me. Is that even possible? And yeah, this seems accurate. Whatever that means, yes. What does that mean? Oh, that's in the blue hair. Yes, to see Stitch's blue hair in the selfies channel. Yes. Guys, what do you want to look at? We could look at houses. We could look at food. I'm kind of in the mood for food because it is Chewsday. I like chewing food, right? And Jamoon is a Taurus, which makes sense. Yes. Struggle food. I like the idea of struggle food. Because we can look at people just eating whatever they can throw together for the sake of eating something that they've thrown together, right? I thought Ludo's rising sun and moon were the same. I know, Ludo, what? Tell us everything. Do you know anything about star signs? No, Ludo. I mean, I am homosexual, but I'm not that one, right? Like, I don't know those things. I don't. I'm more like the video game one, the one that like hides in the basement and plays games kind of one, not the star signs one. You know, that one's not my niche. Most things that show rising is, and it's Leo. Yeah, it's in Leo. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. So you're a lion when you're rising in the morning. Hear me roar. Right. Lens are prideful. Venus is your bottom energy and Mars is your top energy. That's a statement. Gotcha. Okay. Go on, Luta. Taurus are bulls, so difficult. Uh-huh. Okay, so they're star signs, but they're based off of animals, right? And then the animals is a personality type. See, gotcha. So when your personality type is a fish, what does that even mean? Because Josh said they were a fish, a water fish. Oh, wait, no, that was the... No, wait, no, that was the thing, water fish. Not all star signs are an animal. That's true. So if you're not an animal, what are you then? Aries or Rams can be somewhat stubborn. I feel like I'm learning something here today. Ludo, you're a chatty, prideful individual. There's a tendency to be stubborn. Oh, Ludo, stubborn? I could never see that. I don't... Ludo and stubborn, they don't go in the same sentence. Gemini's a two-faced bitch. Is Gandhi a Gemini? Next topic, palmistry. Oh, is that when you read palms? I have the M on mine. Should we do it? Well, let's do it right now. Palmistry. I'm looking at it right now. Palmistry, also known as chiromancy, is the practice of evaluating a person's character, potential, and life path by studying the physical features of their hands. Shall I tell you? We'll look it up. And then Geminis are twins, so there's usually two sides to us. Since I have three, I'm likely to have a split personality. Never been diagnosed, it could be. Oh, not the schizophrenia. Sagittarius is Gemini's sister sign. These are words. These are definitely correct. These are things. Hello, Bear. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for checking it out. I appreciate you. Okay, the lifeline, heartline, fate line, headline. Oh, there's a headliner. Oh, is it Lady Gaga? It better be Lady Gaga. The headline. Oh, guys, we're going to look at this. We're going to read our own palms today. You have EUPD. EUPD. I know what that is for sure. It is really, these are, yes. You're doing good. Try not to melt. Bear Pet, what's the weather right now? You've seen her live? Wow, rub it in. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, so the lifeline is... Oh, I'm looking on the wrong side. Heartline is the top one, headline, lifeline, and... Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. I see it, guys. Okay, so what's the first one? The headline. Okay, so I see my headline. I'm reading it. Okay, so it says... A broken... No. Fade line... No. Mine turns sharply downwards. Because it goes across, and then it suddenly comes down. Okay, so it says my headline that... oh, wait. Indicate pessimism. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, fine. We're moving on. Heartline is the top one. Swoops upwards. Definitely swoops upwards because it goes all the way up to my middle finger. Sensitive and emotional. No, because my star sign also said I am optimist. No, wait, I'm emotional. I don't agree with that. Sensitive? No. Okay, so I'm pessimistic. I'm sensitive and emotional, apparently. My fate line is the one that goes up. That one's kind of really small. Begins at the bottom of your palm. No, that's the other one. That's my lifeline. Starts at the... broken. It merges into, it goes directly into my heartline and follows it up. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Oh, I have a double one. I have protection. I want protection. I have that. Mine's, okay, broken one, because it kind of, yeah, does that work? Maybe he's pretty optimistic for a pessimist. Right, exactly. I'm pretty optimistic for being pessimistic. That's what I'm going with it, okay? I'm going. Okay. It also does start at the bottom of my palm, but it also... A broken fate line suggests changes or obstacles, while the lack of fate line might indicate the future isn't determined by fate, but hard work instead. You know, I'll take that. I didn't know. I don't know if wait, I don't know. I'm not a palmologist. A palm oilologist. Right, okay. What's the sun line? Runs close to your pinky? What does that mean? I don't see that on here. I don't see that on here. What do you mean sunlight? That's not a thing. Apollo's line? Oh, no. Simeon line? No, I'm missing one. Where's my lifeline? Where's my lifeline? Oh, the top one. It was right at the top. Lifeline. Oh, that's the one that's on the picture. It actually goes round the thumb. This one goes all the way up to my headline. Literally goes crashing into my headline. What does that mean? It goes all the way from the bottom of my palm, literally from down here, all the way up here. So a long, deep line suggests robust health, resilience, and a life filled with interesting experiences. Right, okay, fine, whatever. Stop moving, I can't read. I'm so sorry, yeah. I only read people. Sometimes reading people is easier, right? Just call Lady Cleo. Lady Cleo, come here right now. I do like it because if I look at my hand like this, there is an M. It's an M. It's an M, right? Can you see my palm? Can you see my palm? Guys, you want to read my palm? I don't know what that means, guys. I don't know if I've learned anything here. Did you flip it around for the W? Amlin, you're not going to do it right now, are you? You're not going to... No, because you'll trigger Tom and Gandhi and Wolfdad and Shocker, and they'll all use their commands, and we'll be listening to the Wicked Witch thing. You can get an app where you take a photo of your palm and it gets red. Oh. Now, maybe I should have done that. Maybe that would be easier than me trying to read my own. Some folks have a double lifeline. I have a double lifeline. Interesting how it's the same on both sides. Why is it symmetrical on both sides? Wow, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. The creases on my palms are the same on both hands. Interesting. I love that. Ludo, you finished reading? Ludo, can I leave this page now? Have you guys read your palms? Have you predicted your future? Is anyone getting married to royalty? Does it matter if one palm's lines are deeper than the other palms? Well, is that just really just like wrinklage? Like deep wrinkles from you closing your hands, right? Because the palm lines are literally just when you close your hand like that. That's where it falls, right? You left the bottom area. I left you behind. Yeah, see, I'm just going to moisturize my hands. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Gunkel. Thank you for the biddies. You don't read palms. That's okay, Josh. Neither do we. We're just doing it right now. No. So she also says no. You can't read what I was trying to... So you gave up. Well, Ludo, I don't know which part you're reading. And no idea which part you're reading, Ludo. Some hands do not have a separate hand or heart line. Instead, it's merged into one. Wait. No, mine is separate. The fish you are. That would be the simian line if they're together. Moisturize me. Okay, Cassandra. Jeez. So angry and so aggressive. Okay, come here, Z. We'll get the oil. We'll oil you up. You can start doing some wrestling. Okay, so I'm a fire rat. Okay, I'm a Capricorn. Already forgot my risings and my moons. Already forgotten those. I'm pessimistic. I'm gonna live a long life of adventure. But I can't tell my destiny because it says it might just be from hard work. So I'm a hardworking fire rat that is a Capricorn. Thank you. How's that? How's that for my future? Puts a lotion on its skin. We like a good lotion on the skin, ooh-woo. And a lotion in other places, right? Hi, Big Baker. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? News article, Disney plans to start shooting Bambi as next live-action remake. Was shooting his mother not enough? That movie was so traumatic. I think I've seen it one time because of what happens in the movie. You know, it's like I'm not going to watch Watership Down again, right? I've been traumatized enough. I don't want to watch it. You're an Earth Dragon. Makes sense. Is an Earth Dragon just a snake or a lizard? Ludo likes the sun. He likes sunning, rolling on his back and putting his sun up to the sunshine. You know, diabolical. I know. Is that horrific? No one watched those movies. They're too sad. Too sad. No. Doing all right. You're feeling a little rough, but you made some flan, sandwich bread, and challah bread today. Ooh, love bread. Can we have some? I'm doing okay, Big Baker. We got completely sidetracked. We were looking at our fortunes and stuff. I don't know if anyone came to any conclusions and discovered themselves today, but if you did, congratulations. If you didn't, no refunds. Bread, getting bread. Yes, exactly. For real. Ludo, I think it's a joke. It's a play on words because shooting a film, shooting Bambi, aka shooting Bambi's mother. Yeah. Disney really did its best to traumatize us as kids. Yeah, no, they literally invented rage baiting, didn't they? Really, right? They're like, let's start all of our movies with trauma so you can't forget the movie. Do you remember watching Up for the first time? Why am I watching a movie about a floating house and it literally starts with this, you know, this adorable kids meeting up and then they fall in love and they get married and they live a happy life and then she dies within like 5 minutes of the movie starting. No, thank you. I'm traumatized now. It's a great movie. I could happily skip the first 10 minutes of that movie. Spoilers. It's like, I was going to watch that movie. Watership Down. Right. Far too many traumatic movies. Traumatized with bad live action remakes. Yeah, no, honestly, that's traumatizing enough. Like, please put the movies down. What does it mean if Bambi was your favorite movie as a kid and you watch it over and over and over? I don't know. Don't give Ludo a gun, is what I'm hearing. Gotcha. Okay, that's it. Bridge to Terabithia. Yeah, no. And I rewatched that the other day, like maybe like a month ago. And Mocha had never seen it, and I was telling him about it, and I was like, we're watching it, and I was like, oh, here it comes. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, here it comes. It's coming. And even watching it, knowing it's going to happen, it was still really sad. What was worse, Bambi's mum or Simba's dad? Bambi's mum, for sure. Simba's dad was sad, but it was done in a dramatic way. Bambi's mum was just traumatic, right? It was like, it should never have happened. Like, it's, you know, outside forces. Simba's dad, and I was like, you know, it's Simba's own brother's a dick. Mufasa's brother, which is a dick, you know. You're an earth monkey. Mocha's like, I'm looking up my star signs and stuff too. Well, the answer is yes, both are bad. You're a Mars gorilla. Now, Uncle, you just said that, didn't you? Personality-wise, highly optimistic, entrepreneurial, and deeply devoted to family. Hugs the family right there, see? Mr. Grabby Hands. Strengths, adaptable in tough situations, quick-witted, naturally talented with money. Now, Mocha, you're just writing your own fortune, aren't you? That's hot, Mars Gorilla. Best matches are a rat or a dragon. Oh, I'm a rat. Littlefoot's bum was also traumatic. Littlefoot? Like Bigfoot? Oh, wait, no. Littlefoot was the name of the rabbit, wasn't it? No, wait, that's Thumper. Wait, no, hold on. Who am I talking about again? Google told me this. Oh, Google told you what you needed to hear. Gotcha. I like that. Well done, Google. We like winning. We like little successes in life. But is your Uranus in pieces too? Rick is Amrat. Land Before Time. That was it. Yeah, that was it. Littlefoot is a dinosaur. Was she the one that got murdered? The voice actor. Littlefoot's the main dino in level 4. Oh, okay. Then that's a completely other trauma. Great. Thank you guys. Love that. Hello, Sidious. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Mated accurately. That's a great terminology right there. Sid, your fortune today is you're looking rather egg, guac, and nitro cold brew. That means that you're David's favorite. Hello, Sid. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Sid, I think your command might just be Sid, right? You have a second one though, right? Ducky and Spike were top tier for Friends. I think I've watched that movie like one time as a kid. Movie? Show? I think it was a show, wasn't it? think it was one that I never got around to watching. Oh my goodness. I didn't turn down your commands. But you're David's favorite. What if David has multiple favorites? Oh, shiz, forgot. Normally you jump scare with me that when you come in. It's the one that voiced Ducky, the little girl from All Dogs Go to Heaven. I know these people. Yes, I definitely probably watched the show a lot later on in life, but only like maybe 1 or 2 episodes. I didn't watch it. Watch it, you know. Oh, I just rubbed my eye. Now I want to keep rubbing my eye. Sid, how are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Okay, I'm stopping. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rubbing my eye. And that'll make me want to itch. Okay, I'm closing palm reading. We're no longer palm reading. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Should we move to... Should we move to struggle meals? And you guys can tell me if any of these are on your list of struggle meals. I wanted to look at tism slops, but apparently that isn't a thing. Apparently that's not a thing. I thought it was a thing. I'm pretty sure tism slop is a thing, but apparently there's not a Reddit for tism slops, but I was hoping there would be, because I thought I would have been happy to review people's tism slops, because mine, I literally eat the same thing every single day. It's tofu on toast with the spicy peanut butter. Okay. I eat it literally every single day. And before that, it used to just be lettuce in a bowl with tofu. I moved from that. Girl dinner too. Right, see? That sounded problematic. We like problematic dinners. Yours is raw tofu with sesame oil and soy sauce. See, Yin, look. Yin understands. Yin, I literally wanted a snack the other day. When I eat my tofus, I have this extra firm tofu, right? I cut it in half. I put half back in the fridge for the next day, right? I literally went down to the fridge the other day. I filleted the raw tofu. I drizzled it with soy sauce and ate it raw like it was an apple. I was just standing there eating it like an apple. It was so good, but I just wanted a little snack, right? You're a normie, apparently. Are you sure, Eric? Are you sure? Eric, do you eat any one thing that you eat all the time as like a comfort meal? Because it happens. It does happen. Some of us have it. We just don't realize we got sits, you know? Gots the whatsits. Get some chili oil crisp, or even better, chili oil. Do I like dunk it in, or do I drizzle it over? Never tried tofu as far as I know. I think tofu on its own is just so bland. Unless you like the texture of it, or you like the fact that it hasn't a flavor and you can make it what you want, it's not very appealing on its own for a lot of people. For some reason, I enjoy raw tofu as is. The flavor is appealing to me for some reason. Cereal. I do love cereal, though. I would eat a lot of cereal growing up. Not for breakfast, though. Like an after-dinner snack. Comfort meal is mac and cheese with sliced hot dogs. Sorry, I know some people hear that and barf. Such a childhood comfort food. Why would they barf? I feel like that's what people would normally feed like a kid, right? You know, when kids are like, oh my God, I really want dinner. And then you get hot dog and mac and cheese, right? Both you'll love a chili oil as a dip with a sesame oil or drizzled. Yin, I'm going to steal some of these ideas to try that. That's not bad, right? You eat bread or bagels untoasted with nothing on it. You love to drink flavored sparkling water when you're stressed. Is there any that you always eat and go to, right? Like something that whenever you're feeling lazy, you don't want to make something, you just eat it because you know you will enjoy it and you have it all the time. You used to love that as a kid. CZ likes that. I like miso soup with tofu and seaweed, but extra seaweed. Oh, I love a good miso soup. I need to replace the miso paste I had in the fridge. I think it's gone off. We haven't used it in so long. I think it just sits there. You should order groceries. Maybe we should, Mocha. As a kid, yes. Now as an adult, most adults are like, ooh, oh. That might just be because they're pretentious, right? If you like it, right? Not one thing. Then, Eric, you might be different. You might like a variety of things and not just one thing all the time. You haven't had that since you were a teenager. Z, you should make it right now. What do you mean? You're a teenager like last week, Z. Oh, that'd be silly. Should we look at struggle meals? Should we see what other people are struggling with? They're not. They just like their struggle meals. I already have the page up. I prepared for this. I planned for this because I wanted to look at food today instead of houses. Let's look at struggle meals. Struggle meals. Here we go. I'm going to leave my cam on like this. It's not like it blocks anything anyway. You see hot dogs all the time? Or you'd make a mustard sandwich. What's a mustard sandwich? Is that just bread with mustard in between it? Because that right there, that might answer my question. Just mustard in a sandwich? Now that's a choice. Okay, apparently 14 hours ago, Mazly, Miss Allie, Miss. Oh, is this Allie? Oh, is this Essence Allie? Here's a good broke family meal: tuna mac and cheese and cream of mushroom. Enjoy. Honestly, that does sound good though. What happened? I thought we were doing my idea today, but also I forgot my idea. I was gonna do the Julia Child's cookbook stuff, but I couldn't find any pages dedicated to stuff like that. Is bread with just mustard? No, Eric, that might be a tism slot. Just mustard inside bread. That's not even a meal. That's just you just throwing two ingredients together, right? Okay, apparently this is a cheap and easy certified struggle. Okay, if I told you, no offense to this person, I don't think that's a struggle meal. I don't think that's a struggle meal. Mac and cheese, maybe. Fresh corn on the cob and chicken. Those two are not struggle meals, right? These aren't cheap things that you just have laying around in your home, right? Mac and cheese, you might, because you might just have like a cheap craft mac and cheese. Corn on the cob and chicken, I don't think those are... That's craft mac and cheese for sure. Is it a simple meal? Is it a struggle? No. Right. When I think struggle, I think of I've got no money in my bank account. This is pantry meal. This is just 3 ingredients I found in my pantry and tried to make something from it, right? Mac and cheese would work because a lot of people just have it. 50s styled wife house cuisine. Right, look, that's what I was trying to think of, you know? See, Thunder agrees. Struggle is in cooking or struggle is in can't afford? Struggle is in can't afford, not I can't cook. This is people grabbing pantry items and making a meal because they've got no money to get into the, you know, through the week kind of vibe. This ain't this. I think fresh corn on the cob and chicken is not a struggle meal. This is somewhat fancy, right? Bank account is on minus $67.34. Stale bread with boiled potatoes for your birthday dinner. Okay, now that's a struggle dinner. I was hoping for cooking fails. I mean, we could do that too another time. We did do the baking fails, right? That looks so good. Right, the one before looked fine, right? Struggle. Now we're talking my language. Teufel's like, I love to struggle. I'm struggling right now. Teufel, how's work going? This is a struggle meal. This is a slice of bread. Is this not a fail? It's bread. No, it's a struggle meal. We're not doing fails, Dad. Struggle meals. As in, I'm too broke for meals. I know the whole childhood dinners were struggle meals, if that's a struggle meal. Right, that's what I'm saying, right? See? The one before that was definitely a nice meal. Work is a struggle itself. Teufel, what did you have for lunch? This is a struggle meal because they literally said they've got negative $67, right? They had 2 potatoes and 1 slice of bread, right? Not many slices of bread with mashed potatoes, mayonnaise, sprinkling of cheese, right? They make it into a sandwich. At least the potatoes were still good and not soft with eyes. You know it's a real struggle meal when you're eating them with the eyes on. It is a wolf dad. Struggle meal is a mozzarella stick. Okay, candy. Minus $67 or cents. It was minus $67 and something cents. It had peanut butter sandwich. You know what? There's nothing wrong with a peanut butter sandwich. Your bank must hate you. Right. Hi, Pub Titty. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Also, thank you for checking in too. I appreciate you both. You ate them all. Would you like a good string cheese or a mozzarella stick or whatever? This is definitely a struggle meal. They didn't even season. There's no butter on this bread. They've ran out of butter. You know that one episode where Homer Simpson's trying to get on disability so he can stay home, doesn't have to go to work by getting too fat. So he's like eating everything in the house and he's trying to get heavier and he's like, what about the soy sauce? And Bart Simpson comes running in. He's like, it's empty because he's already consumed it, right? This person has no condiments left either. How were the rest of the houses yesterday? Pubtini, awful. Absolutely awful. The last one we looked at was horrendous. Literally every wall was painted by hand by someone who wasn't very artistic. Yeah, it was a lot, yeah. Though you said pup titty. Yes, the pup titty. The titty pup. Is this one of Tom's meals? It should be. The ones that you saw were bad. Yeah, no, we only ended up looking at 2 yesterday. Both of them were bad. The whole build was bad. This is definitely a Tom meal. Gandhi, we're looking at struggle meals. Not struggle as in I can't cook, but struggle as in I've got no money to buy ingredients to make stuff with. Only two, I thought three. I remember the barn, and then I remember the Midland, Texas one. There was was there a third one? I thought it was only two. Anyway, that was their birthday dinner. Minus $67.34 was in their bank, so they just worked with what they had in their pantry. Potatoes. You know what makes this even sadder is no one just has 2 potatoes left in their pantry, right? Or a single slice of bread. They're rationing what they have left. They're rationing because they've got to make it last till whenever they get paid, right? That makes this an extra struggle meal because they know tomorrow is going to be the same struggle meal. Oh, you watched the Texas one? Yeah, no, that was the disgusting, messy one. It took us ages to get through it. Right. You're appropriating your childhood. Yes, Ganty, we are. Yeah, this is you right here. Too much bread and not soup for a Tom meal. It needs really watery gravy that looks like baby poop on it. There's also Pokemon chat if anyone's so wheezing. Okay, the next one. Nutritious meal right here. Pop-Tarts and crinkle-cut crisps. Chips, sorry. Okay. Speaking of struggle meals, what's for dinner tonight? Didn't order food, so tacos might be out. We have soft shells, just not hard shells, Mocha. It's just a shit snack, not a meal. Look, I'm gonna make a statement, okay? I'm gonna make a statement here. You guys might judge me for this, okay? Because there is being poor, and then there is being irresponsible with money, okay? Pop-Tarts aren't cheap. They're not cheap things to buy, right? They're not like, there is cheaper things out there you could have. Maybe this is all they had left in their pantry, understandable. But Pop-Tarts aren't cheap. So if you've got Pop-Tarts laying around in your home and you're making a meal with that, that could be 2 slices of bread. That would be a struggle meal. In the UK, crisps in bread as a bread sandwich, that's a struggle meal. It's delicious. It's British cuisine, right? Choices, though. Yeah, no, it's Lay's ruffled chips, unless maybe they're knockoffs, right? Lagos, no tacos on Tuesday. It's okay, I'm able to make something. Had potatoes in a lower cabinet once and completely forgot about them. And once they had gnats everywhere, had no idea why. Decided to clean your cabinets, that opened, and the potatoes were literally black mush. Now, Gandhi, hold on. Why did this happen? Did you just forgot they were there? How long were they in there? Tell me everything. Also, hello, Red Eye. Welcome in. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. There is a quest in chat if you'd like to join. Command to join. Anyway, no. If this was what all they had left in their pantry, struggle meal, right, would make sense. But I don't think Pop-Tarts themselves are a struggle. They're a little bit more on the luxury side. So that if you serve that to a kid, they would love that, right? Yeah, how long? Because normally they would just start sprouting, right? So for them to go past the sprouting stage to become mush, long time because the flies are around for like a month. Gandhi, not you seeing flies hovering around for a month and you were like, oh, okay. For a month. For a whole month, Gandhi, there were just flies just cluttering up your kitchen. You're like, okay. For a month, the flies were there. Hello, Power. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Potatoes are sprouted. Don't eat them. You should probably not, right? Anyway, as a struggle meal, this one's a struggle meal, for sure. Healthiest thing in my house. I have no clue what I'm looking at right now. There's a cat. There's a cat. This looks like kidney beans with tapiata hot sauce, right? And something. Bean, cheese, and hot sauce. That sounds disgusting. That doesn't sound appealing whatsoever. I like the hot sauce. I'm really looking forward to sharing a living space with Gandhi. You could be right. I have no sense of time as I wasn't working. Jerk. Okay, so what is this power? Is this something you get in a tin? Definitely sounds like this person is not a bottom. Pretty sure by healthy they mean the cat. Yeah. The food is out of focus. They definitely are focusing on the cat and not the food. This is the worst bottom meal ever. Go on, Wolfdad, tell us why. No, this shit is thrown together. So they put the beans into a cheese sauce and put a hot sauce on top of that? Are they going to explain what this is if I look at the description? Pinto beans, grits, and Tabasco sauce. Oh. Apparently they put this in Soviet property. Their name is Soviet property? Oh, their name is Soviet property. Grits. What are grits? The Kitty Judgment, yeah. Cheese, upset tummy. Beans, gassy, hot sauce, upset tummy. Wolfdad's out here is like, this is not the diet of a bottom. You must be a top. At least you had your answer. Complete protein, high fiber, and a picante struggle. Look, I like beans. You don't know grits? I've heard of grits, but I don't know what a grit is. Are they like oats? Not for me, cheese, clog it up, beans, good fiber, hot sauce, some flavor. It might have to flush you out. For Dom Daddy Top, you sure do know a lot about bottom meals. He knows exactly what to feed people, what not to feed people, I guess, right? Grits are like porridge, but not called porridge. Grits are a traditional southern US food made from coarsely ground corn or homely boiled into a thick, warm porridge. So it's kind of like a porridge, but it's corn rather than oats. Because I know porridge and I know like oatmeal, but I don't know what grits were. Neither do I. You love porridge. Thundy, what do you eat on a daily basis? Tell us right now as a gold star Olympian. Because you experience from older men, you haven't learned anything from the feats that you've been with. Yeah, you tell him. Corn or hominy? What is a hominy? Similar to a cream of wheat. Gotcha. That sounds like it would be a struggle thing, right? That definitely sounds like that would be a struggle meal. Okay, so this would be a struggle meal. Gotcha. Props to the economic downturn for making me eat like a kid again. Fish fingers, peas, and rice. That's not a struggle meal. You literally are just eating like a child. That's not a struggle meal whatsoever. Fish fingers aren't that cheap. Thought today was the reading Gandhi challenge. Oh, no, it is. You know, it is, yeah. Younger twinks, that's why, yep. Runs away crying. Gandhi, you wouldn't be running anywhere. You eat a salad, rice, chicken, and pizza. I love pizza. Okay, Thundy, I can get behind the pizza. I don't mind rice, I guess. This looks fantastic. This is British cuisine. Random note, you sent your friend off today with a pair of slippers to give to her partner. Got them last year and basically never used them because you're a size 38 and they're a size 42, 43. Definitely too large for your feet. Now, a partner tried them on. The reaction was, they are so comfy. Why? So I guess I'll never take them off. FYI is autistic ADHD, so when he likes something, it's a thing for a thing. It's a thing for life. I said thing with a T. I love that. What kind of slippers were they? Super fluffy on the inside, right? That's a struggle meal. Look, if we're looking at British meals and struggle meals, maybe there is no difference because British meals might be struggle meals, but this is just a British meal. This is what you'd have in the UK. You had that 2 nights ago. See? Fish fingers are cheap AF, especially if you get store brand. Ricky, you didn't. What did I do, Wolf Dad? I'm so innocent. Frozen fish sticks are cheap. Oh, I don't know what they cost here. Well, the fish wasn't breaded or fried. Maybe lead mod real quick. I need to give Wolf Dad the erasure. Wow, you're trying to beat him up like that? Actually, black spooder slippers, and you don't like spooders. But were they fluffy? Makes sense as the UK is a struggle land. No, that. Oh, you said Gandhi not running it anywhere. Well, Gandhi doesn't run. The only thing he runs is his mouth. Or maybe to the toilet when he eats Korean barbecue. Anyway, okay. I still stand by what I said. I don't think this is much of a struggle meal. This is actually a good meal. I would say that this is a pretty substantial meal. If you have this, that's good, right? That's okay. There's nothing bad about this. I think a struggle meal would be something bad that isn't a good meal, right? This is a good meal still, right? Super soft and super floofy. I like floofy things. By struggle meal, do you mean you struggle to make it or to afford? I think in this category, it struggled to afford not, struggled to afford not to make. So it's things that, if you're really broke, you're eating it because there's nothing else to eat. Like this is bottom of the pantry items. Fish sticks are cheap AF, very cheap. Rice is cents and peas are cents. No, this makes sense. This makes sense. And that portion size, that's a decent portion size. The toilet when he sees beans, cheese, and hot sauce, yeah. It looks yummy, it does. It looks good, of course, so did the bread and potatoes. Hey, look, if that was about 3 dozen potatoes and the bread was toasted with butter on it and maybe a nice sauce or a pate or something. Struggle meal is literally eating a can of sweet corn as a meal. Right, you're opening up the can, fork goes into it and you eat it. That's a struggle meal. Struggle meal I ate for breakfast as a child was toasted bread with butter and sugar poured in it. My dad used to eat that. Shit with sugar on it. I say what I eat looks mostly like a struggle meal every day. Does it look like this though? Because I am saying in full confidence, this isn't a struggle meal. It's cheap, obviously, but this is a substantial meal. You would eat this and be full. Clip that. Wow. That's not your struggle. That's Southern French toast. He's just missing the egg. If he had egg, he could back that up and a little bit cinnamon, right? Still, anyway, I'm standing by my point. This is a good meal. This is substantial. This is enough to get you going. This would, yeah. Is that just fish sticks, rice, and peas? It is, yeah. But it's a full meal's worth. Most of the time, I literally live off rice with sweet corn, some teriyaki sauce, bread with hummus, mashed potatoes made from powder with some ketchup, spices, plain pasta with a butter. I like simple things too. I'm okay with simple dishes. Like if I do a pasta, now I've got this thing. The other head attachment for it is this has a blender attachment. I will literally put tomatoes and seasoning inside of this, blend it up, and I'll put that on on pasta, right? Groceries ordered. Thank you, Mocha. Appreciate you. Take out the fish sticks, replace the rice with potato and peas with egg, and that's it. And she just like, fully replace this meal, and that's what I've got. Hi, Alan. I hope you're doing well. About to have some chicken alfredo you made yesterday and a baked sweet potato. I love sweet potato. We're judging what we think is or isn't a struggle meal. We don't know their bank account or their pantry items. That is true. This might be the last 3 items in their house, right? So if we're talking like financial standpoint, I guess, yes, it's cheap, so it's a struggle meal. But I guess I'm also looking as to whether you're going to be starving after this, right? I think this would fill you up, right? But it still made a full meal, yeah. This is a decent meal as a struggle meal. It's a good struggle meal rather than a bad struggle meal, is what I'm saying, right? Grateful to even eat today. Okay, so I'm seeing 2 chicken legs, rice, long grain rice, and I don't know if that's just the grease from the chicken on the rice. Why rice so long? Look how long it is. It's definitely, that's a struggle meal though. Maybe this person eats salmon and couscous every time, so fish sticks and rice is shit meal to them, maybe. Cook the chicken in the rice and that's the seasoning, I feel, yeah. Is it practically spaghetti? That's practically spagooter. I consider it being a struggle meal because it looks like the rice has no seasoning, it has nothing, and the chicken is just, I don't know, baked. It's long rice, yeah. It looks like a rice-a-roni. Is that a thing? Rice-a-roni, is that real? But yes, I think the rice is just greasy from the chicken that may have been baked in the oven. Maybe this is out of a bag, like a frozen bag of chicken legs. Relatively cheap struggle meal, right? Rice-a-roni is a real thing. Now I have to know what that is. Rice-a-roni is super real. I have 3 boxes of it in your pantry right now. Is it just a type of rice? Some people like boring, basic, generic food, though, i.e. me. That is true. Maybe this would be Gandhi's, fancy romantic dish that he would cook for himself. Sounding more and more like a struggle meal is any barely seasoned meal, for sure. Yes. With a little mixed as possible, eating plain bland food is a thing. Yes. I guess there would have to be a very specific criteria here, right? Because some people just don't like certain things and would never put them in their meal. We're looking at struggle meals as these are cheap. I've got no money. I've got nothing left to eat, so I'm eating it, right? Gandhi would eat this because that's what he would want to eat. Someone can make you chicken strips and rice and I'll throw a ring on it. Of course, right? It's rice, but with seasoning that you cook up. Gotcha. Okay, so the seasoning's already in it. You just cook it up. Gotcha. So you don't add it yourself. Right, gotcha. Certified struggle meal, how do we think? I would say yes. The rice is probably just cheap rice. The chicken, assuming this is in a big, huge frozen bag that's in the freezer, they just pulled out 2 pieces and just cooked it up. Rice-A-Roni is rice and vermicelli pasta rounds. Usually given a spice packet for specific flavoring, chicken and broccoli, spinach, Spanish, etc. Yes, okay. That makes sense. I just thought it was a style of rice. Bought 7 pounds of chicken and I got a bunch of rice. It's over for you, brother. Again, he's going to fall in love with power is what I'm hearing. Just me, but a cheap meal would include meat. See, that's the other thing, Alachina, because in my head, meat's more expensive. So I'm like, if this is a struggle meal, it has to be like really cheap, frozen, purchased in bulk, right? Maybe. Because the struggle meal would be tins of something like, I don't know, beans just thrown in with something to fill it up. Must go chat as your phone and YouTube is buffing like crazy. Hash Brown, I'm so sorry that your phone is struggling. We appreciate you being here. Hopefully your light is cute. But if you're around, feel free to let us know. 4 chickens, right. Thighs, we would know it's cheap. I would still say it's a struggle meal. Not the most struggliest meal. Now, this isn't a struggle meal. No, this is gourmet British food. What do you mean? That is literally, if you were a British kid, that right there is something you would hope for. That's a party platter. That's perfection. That is absolute perfection. A buffet, right. I want all that right now. You're a kid, not a struggling adult. Even if you are a struggling adult, this right here is something you would plan for. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to binge watch the Twilight movie series this weekend. We're going to have picky food. SpaghettiOs. Yeah, right. Literally. You've got, I think this is a British one. This is British because it's got potato waffles, right? And then you've got the potato alphabet here. You've got your chicken nuggets here. You've got your fish sticks, fish fingers. Then you've got your curly fries. And then you've got your dino nuggets. Then you've got your Chicago deep dish pizza thing here, the Chicago town, right? And then you've got your SpaghettiOs right here. And then you've got the potato smileys. This is literally a British buffet right here. Love SpaghettiOs. See? Chicago town pizza. It's how I cook when you're stoned. Gunko, you stoned right now? Are you making this? Waffles. Look, please. I haven't had waffles in years. I would kill for these waffles. These right here, these waffles right here, I need those. It's been so many years since I've had them. I need them. Can't even send them over. It's despicable, hateful. Me literally with a waffle maker. Yeah, but they don't make these. These are potato waffles. These ones, I need them. Then I don't even think they have them here. No way you're struggling that bad if you buy pre-packaged potato. Yeah, Alachina, this is definitely not a struggle meal right here. These aren't cheap items. These are for kids, which means they're expensive now because they're almost luxury items. Spend the 5 extra cents and get the SpaghettiOs with the meatballs, for God's sakes. Right, you can literally get struggle meals in the UK where they are tins of like stuff like this and they have shitty bits of meat in, right? That would be your meal. Give me balls, we're gonna rate them. Show me your testicles. We are gonna give them an A-star rating right now. Becoming a stone person meal, yeah. Sounds like you and T need to make a little trip in October. Makes me waffles sometimes. These kind of waffles though. A dono nugget's like $6, right? Not a kid, but would devour this meal. I think most people would. Everyone DM your balls right now. Yes, do it right now, and I'll let you know if they're good and worth dunking in the SpaghettiOs. Anyway, this is not a struggle meal. This is expensive because you would have had to have purchased every individual one of these. Yes, they are frozen. The pizzas aren't cheap, right? Waffles, I don't know how cheap they are right now. The bottom row here, these would have been somewhat cheap. Chicken nuggets, they're awful quality, right? These here would be expensive for sure. Gonna get waffles tomorrow so you can get them with the egg. Stitchy, well, you gotta crack open the egg and make it all yolky and stuff with the, you know. Not happening unless you are drunk. Josh is like, I had to be very drunk for that. DM Sid is like, I'll send you mine. You've got bourbon. Oh, not Gonko actually helping out. It's like, I've got bourbon for this. 2 shots of vodka. Glug, 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 glug. DM also said, oh, you need the smiley potato. Oh, these are so good. Okay, my only critique here is I would have put those in for a little bit longer because I like them when they have like a more golden brown. The smileys are super tasty, yeah. Because they're like the waffles, but they're a little bit fluffier on the inside. Fortunately, you don't like drinking alcohol. That's totally understandable. I don't blame you for that. Anyway, technically edible. You're a liar right here. That is British cuisine. Okay. Ingredients. We have a spicy red sauce. We have the ugly slices of bread and 1 single slice of cheese. Okay, so you're making pizza because you're going to toast this, put half a slice on, and then you're going to put the tomato sauce on. You're going to toast it, right? You're going to make mini pizzas here, right? That's a pizza. I know a struggle meal when I see one. Can I just say, though, I love how nothing is mixed. They separated everything perfectly, right? They made it as a platter. You're calling Candy right now. Candy. Who's paying? Because we ate. Candy will. Ugly slices. You don't like the slices? I don't like that they're really thick because they're impossible to toast them. Speaking of bread, I'm eating a loaf of sourdough because you are lazy. Mocha's having a struggle meal right now. This is a struggle meal or a setup. It's something. Bread butts turned into a pizza sandwich. Right. Also, it's candy, not candy with a Y. Sorry. Wow. The ends make the best croutons. That part. You tear these pieces up, put them into a bowl, drizzle it with some oil, put them in your air fryer, put them in for like 5 minutes, you'll get some croutons. Perfect. Struggling to get it down? Mocha, you're not hungry? But struggling people don't have toasters, so that's not a problem. Alison is like, if you're struggling, you can't have a toaster. Always save the side pieces for last, then I put stuff on them and toast them in the oven. Now that's smart. But the person's crying into reused tissue right now. Crying into them. Live in New York City, you have people digging around the trash to find food. I mean, people do that, right? I like those most people don't, which is great for you. If you could make good use out of them, smart. Need a cup of tea? Mocha needs something. Don't know a toaster. I guess it's true about the struggle portion. We have a toaster, but I have one of those grill oven things now, so I just use that for toasting everything. Stuck in a hole. Is it sitting on a chair? No, they put a dishcloth here to set up the frame for this because they were doing a photo shoot for their struggle meal. Fortunately, that many people throw away perfectly good food. That part, Ludo. That part. I was raised to not throw away good food. I will literally. Rickett is a chair. That is a chair. I can literally see here the side of the cloth. I can literally see the side of the cloth right here because it's on top of another surface. Many people throw away perfectly good food. Right. That's the corner of the chair. If that was the corner of the chair, you would see the floor underneath it, right to the side of the chair. Miss Mocha's giggling right now. Tomorrow thinking of boil your potatoes and eat it with aioli? You should. Right now. Tomorrow. I'm a dictator when it comes to food waste. Don't waste food. You can recycle it. You can use it for other things. Bread butts turned inside out on a sandwich press, topped with a slosh of tomato sauce and add a slice of cheese. You're making pizza, right? Press the butts together. Well, toasted. Oh, you made a cheese. Wait, where did that lettuce come from? Wait, where did the salad come from? That's not a struggle meal anymore. You're lying. You had other stuff, didn't you? Positive for plural, straight to jail. We're sending people to jail right now. Exactly. Hi, Mr. Gladstone. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? It was, look, okay, I wanted a pizza for this. Yeah. Ingredients. I see that now. I'm spiraling now. I was expecting a pizza. I was expecting a pizza, but they definitely decided to make a cheese toasty instead. Why did they put the cheese on the top side of the toasty? It seems to be. I don't think that's awful, but they just randomly got vegetables and stuff, didn't they? Legit cuss tolerate our food gets wasted or eaten, especially now since most of our food comes from a food bank. Don't want to be wasting. Right. The majority of stuff that you've already eaten or prepared, should I say, you could probably just put back in the fridge and make into something else, right? A blood on a piece of bread, pretty much, yeah. Iron. You done it on stream? You should scream it some more. Splurged on a $10 pizza at Domino's. That's not a struggle meal. That's not a... Okay, guys, you're going to hate me. You're going to hate me. I'm just saying it. If you're ordering anything to be delivered, you're not struggling. You're not struggling in the slightest. If you're not making food at home, I don't want to hear about you struggling because you're lying. You're absolutely lying because you're paying extra to have it delivered and then you're paying a tip. You're literally paying someone else to drop food off for you. You are not struggling in the slightest. If you're struggling, you're going through your pantry looking for something you can eat. That's not struggling in the slightest. Struggled when we first met. We ate pizza at Domino's. We did. We went to go collect the pizzas at Domino's. They weren't that cheap though. Struggle, thank you for the 15 stream streak. I appreciate you. Is it a struggle meal unless you come from a very privileged background? Right. You get 4 frozen pizzas for 1 takeaway pizza. Exactly. Last time on break, I left my mic on whilst I bitched to Tyler about something I can't remember. Not at him, just to him. Oh my god, so funny. Came back and everyone's laughing at me. What if you were bitching about someone in the chat? Maybe they picked it up in their Mercedes. They could have, or walked to it. But my point being, there's still cheaper options than take out food because you're paying a premium for someone else to cook for you. It's never gonna be cheaper than you literally taking rice and cooking that. Collected pizza and then put them under the sofa. That too. They got you and bitch about mocha. Right, you would have heard. They could have picked it up, but they would have spent $10 on the groceries and almost 50 and got 50 packs of ramen. Right. What if you plan for your future and your pantry is always stocked just in case of the situation? See, Nisa, that would be more smart, wouldn't it? If you knew that maybe you live paycheck to paycheck. Not that I'm judging anyone for how they spend their money, right? But if you know you live paycheck to paycheck, and normally the end of the month is usually a little bit more of a struggle, right? You would plan ahead and fill your pantry with staples, right? So you always had something. Even if it was a struggle meal, you knew you had it, right? You would never be resorting to a $10 pizza. If you've got $10 for the pizza, you could still go to the grocery store and get some very cheap items. Look for the discount stuff, right? And meat on a pizza is spenny too, right? Because a margarita, plain cheese pizza would be the cheapest option. People will consider eating Domino's as struggling, the same people who consider eating a McDonald's or Wendy's as being poor, right? Because McDonald's isn't cheap now. It hasn't been cheap for a long time, right? Pizza, according to the rules, has 5 toppings. I can see that's not cheap. Normally, one pizza is one type. A pepperoni pizza, a margarita pizza, right? There might be like a meat feast pizza, but with the peppers added, green and yellow, that's extra toppings. Plan ahead and call all your friends for a non-refundable loan, yeah. Keep green beans and black beans in your pantry in case you get a rough situation. Right, and rice. Rice is the big one. You can go to Costco, you can go to Walmart if you don't have Costco membership, right? You can buy big, huge bags of rice for nothing. Put them in your pantry, right? If you really need like a struggle meal, you've got rice, right? You can get full on rice. You can add cute little sauces to it. If you've got any kind of frozen stuff, throw it in with the rice, right? So what I do, I have staples, go to Costco every month to keep the pantry stocked. Right, it's smart. Rice, beans, and potatoes, always have those in full and overstock, yes. And if you can get tin stuff too, because tin stuff literally will last forever, fill your pantry with tin stuff. Mince and rice is all we eat, yep. I'll need 1 cup of rice for a meal, yep. I have one of those measuring cups, it's the green one. I literally have it out all the time because I'm always using rice. I have a rice cooker. So I'm always rinsing my rice, 1 cup of rice, throw it in 2 cups of water. Come about 40 minutes later, you got perfect rice, right? But it's got the lid on the top where you can put stuff to steam it. You can put vegetables in there if you want. You can put stuff in there and cook it, right? The pizza does look good, right? You get canned veggies all the time. Canned over fresh is always best because it lasts, yeah. Anyway, this person posted in here for whatever dumb reason because, I don't know, they just wanted, they're farming for karma, maybe, on Reddit. Ludo, now's your time to shine. Mac and cheese with hot dogs. Ludo, here's your meal. The one you were literally telling us about. Yum. But oh my god. Hey, look, it doesn't even look bad. It doesn't even look bad. Look, that's a lot of food right there. Did they use their fingers to slice it? They just tore it apart. They just ripped it like animals. Hi, Puma. Hi, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? They may not have even used their fingers. They may have just bit down and just spat out the pieces, right? Smart. It was good, right? I need this. Right. I love that. But hot dogs look butchered. Where did they put why did they put the hot dogs in with the mac? Honestly, I have no idea. Why didn't they just cook them separately? But maybe they put the lid on, right, and let it simmer so that some of the juices, if there were any juices from the hot dogs, may have seeped out into the mac and cheese so that it might have more of a savory, meaty flavor. Potentially. Maybe. Right? Are you sure they are hot dogs? Well, they're also they're like part raccoon, part rat, part dog, part horse, part cat, you know. Meat sweats into the cheese. Yeah, that. Because it would give it a flavor, right? I could see this logic. It's meat prizes in the mac and cheese. You just dig around with a fork, you just stab it and you pull out a piece of hot dog. They haven't even stirred it. There is cheese powder on the side. Why? And why one dog needs at least 2? Maybe they only had 1. That could have been it. This was like a camping meal. Oh, yes. Leave the hot dog outside and put the mac and cheese on top. Now, if you had any kind of bread, you could make a faux hot dog bun, put the hot dog in it, and put the mac and cheese on top. Ketchup, mustard. Made the mac and cheese, and then you cook the dogs, toss it in there. Mac and cheese with buffalo chicken, but hot dogs. Power already knows what they're talking about, see? Mac and cheese with tuna fish. See, I was never a fan of fish when I did eat it, so to me that sounds almost repulsive. But I guess if you have tins of stuff, you would use it, right? It's like the claw machine. Yep. You win a prize, you might get hot dog piece. Might. There's a question chat if anyone wants it. Is this a certified struggle meal? Yes. Or is this a meal for a child? Also yes. Because in fairness, kids like to struggle when they eat, apparently, because they don't really like many things. So this would be what you might feed a kid. So I would say it's a struggle meal. This kind of blob here of like, that's not even cheese, that's just wetness. Ugh. Ugh. It's just gloopiness. Said mac and cheese and tuna with cream and mushroom, and it sounded good. Which is it? Well, I like the idea of the mushroom, not the tuna. Mac and cheese filled hot dogs. Maybe this is dinner. Power, you should make it right now. For dinner. Could be good, but cream of chicken instead. Look at you guys making your own struggle meals. Though I don't know how much we're struggling if we're picking and choosing, right? Crunched nut cornflakes in a coconut water would recommend. Coconut water and cornflakes are not cheap. If this was a struggle meal, that would be water. Just water. My best friend from high school, she was lactose intolerant. I literally go around to her house and she would be eating cornflakes and she would pour water on her cereal. She would, but that's not cheap. The cornflakes are expensive. If you buy the real branded ones, not cheap. Even the knockoff ones probably aren't that cheap. Coconut water is not cheap either, unless they just happen to have it and they're like, well, I don't have any milk in the house. I'm using this because it's randomly left over, right? To mix spaghetti with ketchup once, your mum saw and asked, who shows me how to do that? I said, my dad. I was asked to never do it again. Wait, did your dad actually do that? Did he not know how to cook, or was he just being lazy? Coconut water is spendy, ain't no struggle there, right? Unless someone left it in the house, right? Spend $200 on healthy groceries. I'm about to cook mac and cheese with hot dogs. As you should. It's a fun treat yourself meal, right? Hi, Mr. Dragon. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Top ramen with the egg, pours it in white noodles, boil it. See, hot puma now just sounds like you're making a fancy meal. That just sounds fancy. That sounds fancy. That sounds fancy. This also sounds fancy, okay? Look, if you've got cereal left in your home, you might not be struggling that much. If you're putting coconut milk on it, also maybe not. Okay. Doesn't taste or feel like a struggle meal. Okay, I'm seeing wraps, tortilla wraps. I'm seeing a stick of butter. I'm seeing cheese. I'm seeing some hot sauce. I'm seeing... What is that paste? Is that bean? What is it? I don't know. I hope they tell us in the description. Cereal with a soda pop is a real struggle. Cereal with what? Coke on top? He wanted me to start owning large cans of tomato sauce, and that was the only way he would eat as a kid. Interesting. Do you do that now? Do you put ketchup in your food now? Like instead of tomato, do you use ketchup? Chicken noodle soup with soda on the side. I like you guys struggle meals. No longer struggling, but it's a staple when we were. 1 dozen homemade flour tortillas with pantry items, flour, baking powder, lard, and salt, less than $1. Homemade. Okay, so they made these. I like that. That's giving struggle. We like that. Crock-pot beans that have been in a freezer for a week, mashed and refried. A tube of pork chorizo at the 99-cent store. Love that. And some cheese from the fridge. So they made these with ingredients they already had in the house. Smart, right? Obviously, you've already got it. See what you can make with it. I like that idea. The refried beans that they had from earlier in the day, the week, right, was in the freezer. And then the cheese, which, you know, if you already have cheese in the fridge, you're going to use it, right? True smart struggle meal. It is, yeah. I would eat all of that. It actually doesn't look bad either. Plus, I bet those homemade tortillas, I bet those taste great. Oh, you don't? You're traumatized. I was like, I won't put ketchup on it just in case my mother somehow screams at me. Even as an adult, screaming at you. I think even though it is a struggle meal, that's a good struggle meal because they made it work, and that's what makes it different. Tastes way better than it looks. I'm seeing tuna, sweet corn, and rice with green things in it. Peas, tuna, peas, sweet corn, rice, maybe mixed together. A tube of pork chorizo. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but apparently it's from the 99-cent store. Tube of pork chorizo. Tube, like a paste. Of course they taste great. They're made with lard. Oh, that would make sense, yeah. Free eggs from whom? I get mine from a sister-in-law. Ludo, I think Hot Puma's laying them for you. Made your own butter day from heavy cream and froze the buttermilk for later. Look at you making your own stuff, see? Whereas Hangry, is he living the good life with the new boo? He must be, I think. Unless he ran away from the fart smells. The tube meat, yeah. I'm curious as to know if it's solid or if it comes out like a pate. Anyway, this thing, I think it is what I said it was. No, it's none of what I said it was. 1 box of chicken helper, chicken fried rice, with a best by date of 2022, so only 4 years out of date. 1 packet of pre-cooked chicken, 1 can of chicken, and 1 cream of chicken. This is just chicken, 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 and chicken. That's just 4 bits of chicken just mushed together. I thought that was tuna, rice, sweet corn, and peas, but that's just chicken. Ew. You have the frozen rice mix with the sweet corn and peas. You can buy like 500 grams for €2 ish. See, things like that. If you go to stores like, I don't know what they have where you are, but in the UK they have Iceland. It's a grocery store that only has frozen stuff, but it's so cheap. You could just buy bulk bags of everything, and it's really cheap. The new Boo the Barbie, yep. Out of the bag, so no, he doesn't disregard that. Yeah, it's a secret. So the Spokane fires here that are taking the whole town. The smoke is here now, and it's a grey orange. Sad, but is it pretty, Ludo? Take photos. Bad time, thank God. Now I can stop being sad. Chicken helper with extra shit, not a struggle. What is a chicken helper? It wouldn't even fit that to my cat. Ooh, that's saying something. He'll still be a bitch. Yes, he will. No, you're right. This isn't a struggle meal. The 1 can of cream of chicken, that's a meal. 1 can of chicken, that's a meal. The packet of pre-cooked chicken, I assume that's flavoring. And whatever the chicken helper is with the chicken fried right, that's another meal. You've put 3 meals together to make 1 gloopy meal. You could have stretched that out and made more than 1 meal from that, right? So to combine all 3 of them together, you just did it so that you could say you've made a monstrosity Frankenstein chicken meal, right? With hamburger, chicken, and tuna helper, basically it's a pasta or rice with seasoning that you add to meat, and it turns to a casserole. So that was a meal, right? Hi, Benix. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? You were chatting and you were watching One Piece? Playing One Piece? There's a game for One Piece, right? Hi, Benix. Hi, welcome in, Raiders. How are you doing? How was the chatting? How was the One Piece? Tell me everything right now. We're currently looking at struggle meals, or what people claim are struggle meals, and we're judging them for not struggling enough, apparently. Maybe it's a family meal. Okay, maybe it was, right, Ludo? I'm also looking at it as maybe it's 1 person's struggle meal, but it could be feeding multiple people. Canned chicken is not cheap, though. That's what we're talking about, right? Like meats and stuff, they're not really that cheap, right? So unless it's staple items thrown together, he does not need to add the helper. No, that's a whole separate meal. There is a game for One Piece. It's fun. One Piece Odyssey. Oh, how was it? Tell me everything. Tell me everything right now. Whilst we're taking a break from looking at 4 pieces of chicken, apparently. I'm going to put hand sanitizer on too. But also, if you need to de-stream, please do. Please go stretch your legs. Go get some water. I completely understand. If you've got a raid and run, please do. I appreciate you, but if you need to run somewhere, if you need to make a struggle meal, do let us know. Air purifier is possible to use AC to keep air clean. Keep the windows closed. Wait, what was the windows closed for? Sorry, for the fire, right? Yes. Sorry, keep the windows closed, cover if necessary, limit time outside, wear a mask. Gotcha, yes. And add an air purifier. With an F, not a P, apparently. I'm really good with words. 1 box of hamburger helper made feeds like 2 to 4 people. It doesn't say anywhere on this whether it's for more than 1 person, so who knows, honestly, at this point. It could have been 1 person just making a full meal, like extra servings of chicken pieces and things. It could have happened. Could have been the case. I don't know. But it definitely was out of date, though. They did say it was out of date, so that's a thing. Benix Raiders, if you need to de-stream, like I said, please do. Please go stretch your legs. Go get some water. Go take care of yourself. We are looking at struggle meals. So if you want to hang out, you're more than welcome to. We're just scrolling through Reddit to see what people are submitting and claiming to be struggle. And we mean struggle financially, not struggle to cook. Because if you struggle to cook, that's a completely different story. You want pasta tonight, but we don't have sauce. Mocha, we have tinned tomatoes. I could make a sauce. I can make something. We've got this. We're okay. This is the benefits of knowing how to cook things. We can make something real delicious. I promise. Anyway, jump back to this. We're moving away from this. Oh, yes. Thank you. I can say thank you to me for making dinner for myself. Fresh sauce. Honestly, we only do fresh sauce now because if you buy store-bought tomato sauce, it's like 60% of your daily allowance of sugar. And then when you eat it, it doesn't even taste sweet. I'm like, why did you add sugar to this? Like, there is no flavor in this that has sugar in. Why is there sugar? I just blend up fresh diced tomatoes, add seasoning, and it's perfectly fine. Add a crack of salt, you're done. Perfect. Basically, we washed up on this island. Miss Thang took our powers and made them into these little cubes and scattered them. In order for us to reabsorb our powers, we had to relive the memories of how we obtained those powers, reliving major plot points in one of the One Piece stories. Interesting. So is that the whole plot of the story, or was that the introduction to the game? Because that sounds fun. Okay, so it doesn't just throw you into it. You kind of have to relearn all of this stuff. You have to learn the backstory and the lore. That's introducing you to the game by re-unlocking your powers by redoing all of that again. Interesting. How far did you get into the game today? Hungry after eating a loaf of bread? I like a loaf of bread. Rick's red sauce? Exactly. I like making homemade stuff. Happy Chewsday. Your Caper subscription now added on the Oprah Winfrey network to your account. Will you be binge watching it, darling? It's going to be Zia at the Source game. I'm going to have to try my best. Now you can watch the old shows. Yep. Sugar cuts the acidity of canned tomato sauce. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But what if you like the flavor of tomatoes? Because, I mean, it's not usually that acidic when we eat it, right? But it has a nice flavor to it, but also season it too. That's what you've learned thus far. Benix, are you going to stream some more of it? Makes his own clothes soon. I'm going to have to. I'm going to watch. My mother taught me how to sew. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll start making my own clothes. You've inspired me. I'm going to have to do it. The network plays old episodes of 2020. There you go. You get to watch it right now. Right this second. Also, hello, Dolly. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Classic lentils with a white rice. It might be a struggle meal, but it's still a hearty meal. You could go to a nice restaurant and this might be something that they would serve, right? I see lentils, I see veg within the lentils, I see celery, I see carrots. White rice is nice too. There's also some kind of sauce to this, maybe, or maybe they just didn't drain the lentils. Probably Thursday. Are you a One Piece fan? Anyone who is currently reliving the events of Alabasta. I've never seen One Piece. I know of it. I didn't watch the shows on Netflix either because I didn't know anything of it. I've heard good things. I just wouldn't know where to start if I was to get into it, you know? I hope I see some episodes with your queen. Who's your queen? New team member told her skills are that she sews. Would that be utilized on part of the job, potentially? Maybe. Oh, Barbara Walters, my diva. Oh, I saw the BW. I had no idea what that was. No clue. Whoever Barbara is, good for her. Made your own Jedi Patty 1 costume for Halloween once. I did eat that night and came home. While on the phone with some friends whom you did eat with, you sat down, the crotch ripped. You started ripping it apart because you felt so cool and good. Oh. Okay, what were you wearing underneath? Not particularly, but I didn't hire her, so it's Bill's problem. That makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, okay. As a struggle meal, this could be a struggle meal because white rice and lentils you can buy in bulk. So you can. I have my pantry is filled with rice and lentils. Right. I literally make tofu from lentils. Right. It's something you can do. So I filled my pantry with rice and lentils. So this technically is a pantry dish where you just throw it together. Now, the vegetables in here, I'd be curious to know what those are. Doesn't know who Barbara Walter is. I've heard the name, but I don't know if I know who that is. My recommendation, wait for the Netflix anime remake coming 2027. You can watch the modern animation and pacing if you want to get into it. Would that be of the original series that people watched? Because I've heard there's a lot of that too. Underneath, probably Long Johns. Oh, okay, so you gave everyone a show. Lentils are, ooh, I wonder what the tofu is like. So use red split lentils, I believe. Those I wasn't a huge fan because it had the texture and consistency of the lentils. It wasn't smooth like tofu is, which is what I didn't like. The flavor was okay, but it did taste like iron, obviously. Do you and Mocha watch Josh and Mama? They have the best recipes. I've never heard of a Josh and Mama. Who's that? We've not eaten lentils for months now. There's someone called Josh, and he was kind of a mama's boy. There you go. I like lentils. Love lentils. So if you cook them correctly, they are kind of soft and mushy, and they're just like legumes, like beans, right? Really good. This could be a struggle meal, but I want to know about the veg in this. Added potato, carrot cubes, celery, onions, one small smoked sausage. It's a struggle meal if it was just rice and lentils. If you've got all of those vegetables somewhere, if it wasn't a mixed bag already, you probably had other ingredients, right? When you go back to lentils, we should, yeah. This diva annoys me so much. He's always screaming, and I'm like, diva, Josh, stop screaming right now. Veggies could be from a sauce mix. At least here, they're the goulash sauce mix you can buy cheap. I use it particularly to make food like that. So one pack is enough for 2 to 3 meals, and one pack is €2. Gotcha. Wait, what part was auto modded there? I wonder what part was auto modded. No idea. You would just talk about food. But anyway, they added the veg here, which means they must have already had it. I don't know. Lentils and rice would be a struggle meal. Adding in the veg made it a little bit more luxury, less struggle-ish. Goulash, most likely. I don't know. Isn't that another food? Black beans and rice with a beef bouillon. Those are those cubes, right? Oh, this person's sitting on the floor. I can see their leg. You're eating out of a dog bowl. Their life is a struggle. I feel like most of these meals are considered struggle because they are simple, right? Simple doesn't always equate to struggling. As Gandhi and Alachina had said, they might choose foods that would appear to be more simple. That's just because they like them, not because they are simple, just because that's what they like, right? Vegan didn't like it. It's a meal made of meat and vegetables. Seasoned with paprika, other spices. Right. Yeah, no. There's no vegan mod thing, Mocha. Every leg, messy floor, vape next and totes a bachelor. I think that might be a HDMI cable. Though there is dog hair and food all over the floor too. It's even in their leg hair. They are on the floor eating though, so... It is a food, gosh, yeah, there's lots of hair everywhere. Don't close up on the floor. You don't want to see the floor. Okay, so is it a struggle meal? Could be. I do like the dog hair that's in the food bowl too. A beef bouillon. Those are the cubes, right? You make soup from. Stains too. Ew. It could be a struggle meal, right? Yeah. I would allow that to be a struggle meal. Closest I get to pizza. That's not a struggle meal. In the slightest. That's not a struggle meal. That looks real fancy. You just made a real nice fancy bread. You had fresh tomatoes, cherry ones that you could dice to put on this. You have a homemade chili garlic sauce. That is good. I would eat this. Starting to clean their workspace. I think that's what the struggle is. Oh, look, olive oil, which isn't cheap. You have a coffee syrups at home, so made of vanilla oat coffee. Oh, delicious. Enjoy. Make me one, please. Thank you. This looks good. This looks delicious, regardless of whether you think you're struggling or not. Maybe they are. Did you bake this from scratch? Flour, water, yeast, salt, olive oil with halved plum tomatoes. Okay, not cherries, but plums. Okay. Yeast. Most people don't just have yeast laying around at home, but if you're fortunate enough to have it and you could make something like this, good, right? Delicious. I'm sure that was absolutely amazing. I would make something like this. Delicious. Not even judging them for that. Rice and beans, then a topping with avocado. Avocado's not cheap in the slightest. Red onion, love. That's a lot of cilantro. I see some some tomatoes, more onions down here. Beans. This looks like they work at a kitchen. That's a lot of avocado. That is not a struggle meal. No. No, we are not including avocados and struggle in the same sentence. Call me a struggling meal because you are simple. Are you simple? Are you a struggling meal? And to make sure you have dry yeast at home, it lasts forever. See, I guess if you had that stuff and you were a fan of baking goods, right? Avocado is expensive unless you grow it yourself, which you have to be in a tropical climate for, right? Because avocado trees take a very, very long time to grow. With the prestige margarine there, not a struggle. They have shredded carrots, avocado, the white rice struggle, obviously. Beans struggle, I get that, right? I think if you have avocado lying around, that's not struggle stuff. I'm struggling and a snack. Most of you are struggle snacks. We like that. Reminds me you should get out the mixer. Ooh, what are you going to make with it, Mocha? What are you mixing? I don't think this is a struggle meal. I think this looks nice. A vodka smoothie? That's a thing? I like that. One of my family's old struggle meals, green beans, smoked sausage, and potatoes. Can I say it's a struggle because it looks repulsive? This is a meatless meal. Oh my god, this is so good. Luda, would you eat this too? Speaking of a struggle meal, a vodka smoothie. Yes, Brick, you make a smoothie and add vodka? Like, are you okay? Well, wouldn't the vodka make the smoothie taste really weird? Ew. Potatoes and beans with sausage, yes, ma'am. Where was the potato? The potatoes, yeah, I don't really like the beans. I want to die. Sid, is that in reference to this dish right here? Or did something happen, Sid? Tell us the gossip. Tell us everything right now. I'm listening. Green beans, smoked sausage. I don't know where the potatoes are. Maybe they sunk into the bottom, right? That would make sense, right? Oh, that dish, no, valid, yeah. Smoked sausage too, so we're winning with the flavor. Right, so smoked sausage, so not a hot dog, not a cheap hot dog, right? But probably still pretty cheap, right? Is that in water? Did you just boil it? Is it boiled? What is the water? Baby potatoes at the bottom. I would eat the potatoes. If that's a hot dog or like a Polish sausage, it could be a nice sausage, right? Also, it depends on where they are, I guess, right? You boil it in the green bean juice, as in the juices that come from the beans, or are these from a tin? If they're from a tin, I could see the struggle. I could. If they're fresh, maybe they're cheap, I don't know. From a tin, gotcha. 2 a.m. hash browns and coffee. That's not a struggle meal. That's a snack. I would eat that. That's not a struggle meal. That's just me feeling peckish. Shredded hash brown. That's just shredded potatoes, hash brown, right? Coffee at 2 a.m. Breakfast. That looks good. I like that. I like that. I would eat this. I had a friend who make mincemeat sauce, which was just in boiling mincemeat and water with frozen veg and barely did salt and call it a meal. Was it good though? Did you ever try it? Hi, Miguelito. Hi, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well today. We're not looking at houses today. We're looking at struggle meals. Struggle is in poverty, not struggle is in inability to cook. So some of these are not cheap meals, so I'm questioning why they're struggles. Who's a good sausage? Who's a good sausage? You're a good little sausage. That's just a good breakfast. Right, I would eat this. Drizzle over like a nice barbecue sauce or something. Hot. Crime. Ludus declared that's a crime. You're currently eating a struggle meal? Okay, tell me right now, what is your struggle meal? What is it? I need to know right this second. Because we looked at some that were literally like party platters. And they looked delicious, you know. Sausage. What about a Scotch egg? I love a good Scotch egg. Though that is just sausage mince around a boiled egg, right? It was gross. Got real upset when I said we should spend more than $20, 20 euros a month on food just because he got free food at work. Was he cooking with the free food he got, or was he saying that was what he ate at home because he didn't want to spend more money because he already gets free? A leftover brisket taco from last week. I could see that being a struggle meal, but also you're just appreciating leftovers, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? Last week, was it frozen? There's frugal, and then there's just dirt cheap. Right. What are you looking at? I just got back. It looks like looks like chicken fried chicken. This is just hash browns. The American hash browns, which is just shredded potato, right? That was what he ate at home by choice. Not frozen. So it's been in the fridge for a week. Brisket taco. Okay, but I feel like brisket wouldn't go bad that quick, right? If it's cooked. You'll be on the toilet for a week, right? Yeah, I tell you, struggle. Is it good though? Shredded hash browns are the only real hash browns. Don't give me cubes and tell me that's hash browns. See, I like, you know when you guys go to like a McDonald's and you get the breakfast hash browns, right? And they're like in the shape of like a, whatever shape it is, right? To me, those kind of hash browns are absolutely perfect. Love those kind of hash browns. We shouldn't spend €100 a month on food. You start getting nasty. Like, dude, I'm at home studying from home. I need to eat too, right? I mean, if you're not at home eating, you're outside eating. Someone somewhere is paying for it, Rothy, right? He had the luxury of getting food paid for him at his work. Someone else was footing that bill, right? Keep things in the back of the fridge. It could last longer than one might think because it does get frozen in the back, right? Still too hot. Microwave the shit out of it to kill the bacteria. I don't know 100% if that's how that works. It was really nice knowing you. There's a Pokemon in chat if anyone wants to. Triangle, rectangle, those are good for sure. Yeah, those are ones that I like, but I can't find them here. Girl math. Yeah, no. Just nuke it. It might be okay. He would spend $200 to $300 a month on CDs and DVDs, but he thought $100 a month on food was expensive. See, food is one of those things that can either be a luxury or you can just accept the fact that eating nice food is, you're worthy of nice food. You don't have to eat shit, right? Your body doesn't have to be a dumpster. It doesn't have to be a trash can, right? 7 days or so in a cooked, prepared meal, you should be fine. Should. This raw stuff freezes in that location. If I put tofu at the back of the freezer, the back of the fridge, it freezes. So talk about hash browns. You're going to want to make the hash browns I bought. Well, see, you bought them. You may as well have them. Really toxic and controlling. That was a long while ago, right? Not still around, right? Make them. Bug him, ulti. Right, exactly. Not gonna. Eat all the leftovers the next day, even if it's pasta for 12. I do, yeah. I don't like wasting food, so. Health is wealth, babes. Pay gay the grocer instead of the doctor. No, literally. Right? Look, I can say this many times. Everything that you feel, anything that you deal with, whether it's health-related, emotionally, physically, emotionally, I said twice, spiritually, all of this shit is tied down to what you eat. If you eat shit, you will feel like shit, right? If you eat well and you take care of yourself, it's all of your health issues stem from bad diets, right? If you eat bad food, your body will respond the same way, right? If you eat good things and you take care of yourself, your body will thank you and you'll feel better, you know? If there's bacteria in food that creates toxins, heating the food will kill the bacteria, but not the toxins that they'll leave behind. What's he saying? Some guys love their body being a dumpster. Well, I guess that kind of dumpster would be okay, right? They're choosing for that one. In your Harry Potter glasses, yeah. America's already full of toxins, not that different. Just don't eat the lettuce with the poopy parasite. You're not wrong about that. Eat an apple and your depression will disappear. Exactly what I'm saying. One apple. Yeah, Wolf Dad, stop eating ass. Yeah, Wolf Dad. You heard that. There's a quest in chat if anyone wants it. Have thermoglasses? Thank you. Dumpsters, yeah. Like you include the little raccoon emojis. This I would disagree. We eat healthy, yet have 4 different kinds of cancer. Well, that also is completely not ideal, right? Though I wouldn't say that there might have been food related in that situation, right? But I mean, like, you know, people who have heart disease, right? Food related. You know, when you look at like the leading cause of death in the UK and it's like heart related issues, that's just diet and exercise, isn't it? Right? And obviously the things that you choose to not eat or do eat, right? Like these hash browns right here. Apple a day does not ward off depression or anxiety. What if you throw it at someone? I feel like if I threw an apple at someone, it would make me feel better. Does this count as a struggle meal? I don't know what I'm looking at. I have no idea what I'm looking at right here. Aside from, what is that? That's tomato out of a can, right? Tomato sauce out of a can. All it is just chicken that was frozen before it would expire, leftover tomato sauce that used oil from yesterday, slapped together in a pan and voila. Okay, I feel like if you're reusing leftovers, yes, it's struggle food in a sense, but you're not wasting it, so that's good, right? Throw tantrums, you should be fine. Exactly. Throw that instead, you'll be fine, right? Made a schnitzel. This could be struggle. I can't tell if it's struggle or just they're consuming leftovers because the chicken was already frozen so it wouldn't expire, so they were smart. And the tomato sauce was from a meal that they made yesterday anyway, which means they had something else yesterday. Struggle is such a matter of opinion, especially here on this Reddit, right? I can't tell people whether they are struggling or whether they're not just by off these photos, you know? Is that a diary? Let's read the tea. I think they're just scribbling. They're just drawing stuff. Hi, Jam. How's work going? You having a good day? If you only have chicken and leftovers, then it's all you had. That's a struggle, right? That's all you had was just this leftovers. Then yes, it would be. Because this was frozen chicken that they had frozen ages ago, right? They're now using it. Might be because they got nothing left because they're now struggling. So I could see the logic and reasoning there. A lot of oil in that dish. Yeah, no, it's literally staining everything. But apparently they made a schnitzel. Work's done. You made it at home. I love that. Jam, you gonna be playing any Pokemon? Playing any Pokemon? I mean, you might be playing Pokemon. You could be opening any Pokemon. We're like, oh, that's meat, not struggling. That's how I'm looking at it. I was like, meat can't be struggling. When I have meat, I consider life a struggle. Hey, no, I could see that. Honestly, that would be logical, right? That might be the part that separates it. Because if you've got something in the freezer to eat. Oh. Why is that not working? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, now to about to the main page. Ignoring that one because we're going back from where we were. This is where we started. Oh, it's now changed the order apparently, so we're gonna see the same ones we've already seen as we scroll through them again. No cards are open today. Wow. Okay, so Dr. Jam is having a struggle meal of no Pokemon cards today. That sucks. What are you gonna do instead? You can play games. You can stream for us. Hi, Idris. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully your day's going well. This one takes me back. Peas and boxed mac. I guess it's a struggle meal, isn't it? We've already had a mac and cheese. We've kind of established that it's pretty much cheap food, right? And somehow, why has everyone got peas? Why does everyone have peas? Sour cream and caramelized onion pretzel pizza I got really good, but I like the honey mustard. The onion one's better. Oh, I love onion on anything. Z, are you making those hash browns yet? You're gonna gym here in a bit. You gotta get sweaty. I know that's right. Get all sweaty and, get those big muscles. You think you are not streaming today? That's okay too. Go enjoy the gym. Go stare at the eye candy. Stop tempting me, but Z, I want hash browns. Literally give you cans of peas if you go to the food bank. So it could be a struggle meal, and they've just thrown them together to make a fuller meal. Death to peas. Agerist, does death to peas count if you eat them? Mac and cheese is either a struggle or a choice. No in between. Right. I mean, I like mac and cheese, right? I will go and make mac and cheese because I want it. Do I have mac and cheese in the home? No. No, mostly because I've already eaten it. Because to me, it's not something you have as an emergency. I always have it because I want it, right? Struggling here would be eating the pre-cooked spaghetti or polenta every day. So by these standards, meat means not struggling unless you got it as a gift or on sale in bulk. Gotcha. So it's more of looking at as like if you struggling would be eating the pre-cooked. I think a lot of pasta is more struggle stuff because it's so cheap and it lasts for a long time, right? And then there's other things that you hoard and you hold onto for like a rainy day as like an emergency, right? Because then you're kind of looking at it as like, is this a luxury food or something I would eat by choice or something I would only eat if I'm desperate, right? So there's desperation foods, right? Oh, they have an onion in them, by the way. I'm pretty sure you said it had onion, right? Whole 24 pack of tomatoes. Oh, I love soup. Can I leave work to go get all sweaty? Yes, you can. I'm giving you permission to go leave. Suppose it does, but that was not your intent. Adrian, so what I'm hearing is you hate peas. You don't want to eat them ever. Also, congratulations on 25. Adrian, you should have VIP now. You should be able to play the minigames. I can't stare in the mirror too much. I will never get any lifting done. You should stare at yourself, enjoy the eye candy of yourself, and wait, no, because you can lift and look at yourself, right, Jam? And prop up your camera and take photos. Give me a piece. I love peas. I like peas too. Huge fan. You got tomato paste like that one time. I was like, girl, I don't even eat tomatoes. What if you made the tomatoes into something? I was able to get a full Costco box of mac and cheese craft from the food bank. Was very happy. Well, Costco bulk saves a lot of money too, right? So if they were able to put that in the food bank and be able to give that to people, that's a more affordable option, right? Pasta is so starchy though, but it's delicious. Love pasta. Guess if the cheapest ground meat, that'll be affordable because it can last several meals. Right. If you have ground stuff, that you can divvy up and you can put it in multiple meals, right? The name brand is the Golden Nugget when you find one. The hash browns you mean? Oh, they have onions in? Finely diced onion. Oh, you're making me want them. Peas are delicious. Split peas are so healthy. See? You took a short video of you working out. And so, wait, you're not narcissistic. Are you going to post it on Instagram? There's a Golden Nugget restaurant in Chicago. What is a Golden Nugget restaurant? Okay, we've seen that one. Beans and hot dogs. We've already seen so many hot dogs. Oh, what is this? A hamburger gravy over mash and toast. What is a hamburger gravy? What is a hamburger what's that? Oh, it's like a Denny's. Oh, I think I've heard of that then. How do you feel about mushrooms? I like mushrooms cooked. Mushrooms raw to me are slimy and gross. Could never eat that. Person who's right. Can't remember if I've had these kind of hash browns, but I'm excited to try them. Z, make them for me right now. That looks good. I'm curious what that is. I think you may have had that, I think you may have once a really long time ago had the hash browns with the onions in. So kind of biscuits and gravy. I'm not sure. It's like a sausage gravy, but beef mince. So it's like dog vomit on toast. It doesn't look appealing. Hamburger gravy is where they brown the hamburger, take the grease left over, turn it into a gravy, and arse the meat back in. Arse it. They just mash it up. Oh, add. So they break up so it's meaty chunks in gruel. Eats the dog's dinner. The dog's dinner, right? When you start buying your own food, I always eat classic hash browns. Okay, Z, whatever. I'm getting hash browns. I'm getting cheese fries. I want to make hash browns now. Thank you, Z. We're going to keep talking about this, and Z and I are just going to keep making each other hungry. Looks like your dog's canned food. It doesn't look appealing, and I think there's onion chunks in there too. Mashed potatoes, toast. I see this as a struggle meal. I'm curious to know hamburger gravy. Is that a struggle thing? Did you make that yourself? Maybe they made it. Maybe. Or is that out of a tin? French fries or hash browns? I kind of want hash browns. I do love French fries, but now I'm craving hash browns. Okay, I'm making some cheese. Calm like titties. They are calm now. Thank you. Bacon, peanut butter jelly, and Takis with Campbell's and ramen. Is that bacon? Did you say bacon? Jesus. What is that? This is a student lunch, right? Okay. I see the noodles. Peanut butter jelly, bacon, Takis, the crisps, chips. I thought they meant all together. I mean, it's pretty close. Hold on. Bacon, peanut butter, and jelly. Is that a thing? It might be candied bacon. Campbell. Okay, so the Campbells and the ramen are together. So there's a Campbell soup with ramen. Actually, that sounds like that would be pretty good, right? Because you just that sounds delicious. That's like a chicken soup with noodles. That makes sense, right? The tuck. Why did you put Takis in this? Takis? What is that? How would you say that? Bacon and jelly is revolting, in my opinion. That does sound like a choice. Let's start with the candy's bacon. Dad loved bacon jelly toast. It's a thing. This isn't just them making a random combination. This is actually a thing. Gotcha. The the chips needed a crunch factor. Maybe if it is the candied bacon, maybe it doesn't have the crunch because it's more slimy. Such a Facebook person meal. Is that where they post the photo on Facebook for their friends? Very much a thing. Interesting. I've never had Takis. I know what they are. I've never had them. I don't know what those would taste like. I don't know what the consistency is for them to make a meal with that. The only thing cheap here is the ramen, right? The noodles. The Campbell's soup, it's Campbell's, so it's branded, which means it can't be that cheap. Bacon isn't cheap. Peanut butter and jam, peanut butter and jelly, it's a staple people would have in their pantry. But the Takis, those aren't cheap either, right? That's just like going to the store and just buying a bag of crisps. Friend moved to an apartment and the previous tenant left a jar of bacon jelly in the... Bacon jelly? Is that bacon slices put inside of the jelly jam? You put crisps in Miss Sammy's. Me too, because I'm British, right? So it makes sense. With peanut butter and jelly and bacon. You bought us crisps? Mark, when did it get delivered? For game night. Okay, I like this idea. Love barbecue chips on a peanut butter and jelly. Okay, so I'm going to have to try peanut butter jelly. Delivery is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay, perfect. Oh, we've seen that one. Chipotle bowl with nothing in it. Oh, it's because of... Oh, there we go. I was going to refresh, but I didn't need to. Chipotle bowl. Okay, that is not a struggle meal. I can literally see steak. I see green onions, spring onions. I can see tomatoes. I see a sour cream. That's not a struggle meal. You're a liar. Certified liar. Wait, you never had a PBJ? I don't think I ever had a PBJ. Ever in my life. I've had peanut butter and I've had jam. British jam. I've never had like a jelly. I'm not, but I grew up being obsessed with the skins in the UK, so I kind of am too. I absolutely love that. I love that you're like, let me have some British cuisine right now. The, top-notch British cuisine is crisps and a sandwich. To run less paycheck, have to run to whole paycheck to buy something, I have to run to less paycheck to buy some things that whole paycheck. Which one's less paycheck? In the morning, so you need to watch the pugs. Okay, that's fine. This is not a struggle meal. This is bait. There is literally steak piece in this. If you're eating any kind of steak thing, you're not struggling. You're lying. You are not British. You could be by insemination. Kroger's is less paycheck. Gotcha. Good thing I'm up early, exactly why we need to live in Pug Wrangler. Cows wakes up at like the crack of dawn. I thought classic British food was eel pie. I don't know how classic that is because I've never been somewhere that serves that. I think it's like a pub thing. Just watch Skins. Yeah, watch Skins. That will work for you. Cheese sauce on a hamburger bun. I mean, I guess that would be a struggle meal. Because it's just sauce on a... Yeah, no, that's just a sandwich, isn't it? It's an alternative sandwich. Unswitched Hi, welcome in. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you. You also have over 100 silver rickles. So if you'd like to do Command Golden, you're more than welcome to. Does it say mango mayo? It does say mango habanero mayonnaise. It's a cheese sauce. I don't know what the relevance to this is because that's not a cheese sauce. That's a mango habanero mayonnaise. Agonqua, I like how you wait for me to mention the rickles for you to be like, look, I also have more than 100. Fix it right now. Gonkle. And who can hear me? Very much for dipping. You could dip, I mean, it's an onion ring dipped in it, right? That just sounds good. I mean, I don't know if I would enjoy that. I don't know. Mango's nice. Mayonnaise and mango and habanero pepper? I don't know. Okay, we've seen these. Thai red curry and lamb biryani. That's not a struggle meal. You just ordered from the Indian restaurant, right? That's not a struggle meal. There is nothing struggle about this meal. That is a whole ass meal. People will order that from the takeout. Unlike the daughter from the Adam Sandler movie, just go with it, which has a British accent randomly. Honestly, everyone should just start doing the British accent. Wolf Dad did it, and it was awful, but we love him for it. And now it's a sound command that he could never escape from. There was a slight delay in the audio on my end, and your fix-it looked like you mouthed F you. Yeah, Gonkle, F you. Fix it right now. Do it. I bought a Chick-fil-A sauce, so I add that to anything. Yours was better. I think everyone should just do British accents right now. Just go with it, innit? Yeah, right, bruv? Fuck you up, innit, mate? I think you do it pretty well. Are you going to send us a voice note of you doing it? I'm all for it. I'm all for listening. Go on. I'd love to hear it. Yeah, anyway, you've got a can of beer, so you're not struggling. Oh, we saw that one. Saw the avocado. Oh, Food Bank, roasted corn, baked potato, and steamed broccoli featuring butter. Okay, so this is the first person that's mentioned Food Bank, and I would say, happily will admit that Food Bank is admitting struggling, right? Because you're specifically saying that we aren't going to go buy the ingredients, we need assistance, right? You are making a meal with Food Bank stuff, right? With a messy stove, definitely a struggle home. But it's food, right? Sustenance here. You are a chav. I just know how to speak like a chav, okay? Oh, Lord, no. Are you sure you don't want to send us something? You donut. You're such a donut. Tracksuit blunt, its wedding vows are renewed. What do you mean renewed? Do you mean revoked? Veg for different types of veg. Love a roasted corn though. Right. Myself personally, right? They said they have butter. I'm assuming they may have put it on the corn, right? Maybe. I could hear myself. You could turn those potatoes into fries if you wanted. Broccoli. Okay, see, I'm not a huge fan of broccoli like this. I would much rather put it in a pan and grill it, or at least shallow fry. You don't have to put anything in with it. You really don't have to. Maybe soy sauce or something, just to give it a little crisp on the edge, just to make it a little bit nicer, right? Just because otherwise it's kind of like gooey and not fun. I like this meal. I would eat this. Just, I would probably have cooked the broccoli after. Actually, no, you probably cook it directly from. No. I would put it in a pan, maybe drizzle some soy sauce, right? And put it at a high temperature, just to give it a little grilling. I'm very sure. Maybe in the future. Okay, fine. Well, if you're ever playing like a DBD or something with someone on this stream, I will ask you to do your best impression. Love roasted corn. I do like corn. Give this person some saltines at least. Struggle meal doesn't have to be plain though. Season it a bit. Right, that's what I'm saying. Because you may have got these ingredients from the food bank, but you might potentially already have some stuff to season it with at home. If it's gooey, it's shouted fun. It should be fun. Oh, should be fun. We're still talking about broccoli here, Eric, or something completely different. I can't even argue with the struggle meal because they did say this is from a food bank. So yes, it's a struggle meal, but you could add some more to this. All of this could use a little butter. Apparently it has butter on, though I can't see it. Not sure this is a meal. It's from a food bank. That's a corn dog. That's not a struggle meal. If you can buy anything processed or pre-made, that is not a struggle. That's more expensive than just buying ingredients. Corn dog meal is kind of a struggle because they would have purchased the corn dog and pulled it apart to eat it though. But with the money you spent on the corn dog, you could have purchased something else, right? Yes to both. Okay, Eric, I'm agreeing. Corn dog is nude. It's just a hot dog with a bed of batter. what it is, right? I don't even know what I'm looking at here. The circumcised hot corn dog. Yes, yeah. Are those beets? They could be. I thought at first they might have been like raw meat pieces. Well, it depends on where people buy too. This category is very matter of opinion. I guess it is, right? Because I'm saying specifically, like, are these expensive ingredients? Yes or no? But then, are they pulling it from a pantry that's been there for a year? Maybe, and that might be why it's the struggle meal, right? Fried beets. Are those sliced beets? Or is that raw meat? Or it's spam? I don't know. Oh my god, what am I looking at? Bread, I don't know. Should I look at the description and see what it says it might be? It says Saturday calories. What is this? Hastily sliced up beets, roasted and fried, a little soy sauce and vinegar. It is beets, yeah. They sliced up the beets, fried them in a little soy sauce and vinegar. Is this a struggle meal, or is this maybe like a delicacy somewhere? Now that's a struggle. No, you literally are just eating sliced up vegetables. It's in a bucket. I think that might be a bowl, maybe. That's crazy. Right. No, that's a struggle. Pasta with vegan tuna, is that too much? I don't know if we would be able to, we could make that work with the red sauce, right? It's one single sliced vegetable fried in soy sauce. And this is what I'm saying. I don't even use oil anymore. I fry stuff literally in the flavor that I want it to be. I'm like, oh, I want this to have a soy sauce umami flavor, or I want this to have a barbecue flavor, right? I literally cooked these sausages the other day. I diced them up, right? From frozen, I cut them whilst frozen so they retain their shape. And I threw them on the pan with Japanese barbecue sauce and just fried them in that. I was like, I don't need oil, right? They're already frozen. There's oil in the meat, right? And then I'm going to cook them directly in the sauce. I need to add oil, right? You could save a lot of money by just not putting oil in, right? It could be a struggle meal. Still tastes good. Just no oil. Pasta and veggies. That's not a vegetable. You're hiding. Look, I can see past your forks, slash ma'am, slash them. That looks like a burger. You right? Exactly. Deceptive. They're lying to us. I think we could. I love the vegan tuna. We could do like 2 tins of the vegan tuna. We could do nice pasta. I could do our fancy red sauce. Yeah, fuck the oil. Yeah, no oil. Yeah. Thinks if you have meat, you are not struggling. That's kind of what I went with at this point. That's literally what I went with. I see the veggies. I'm curious to know what that is, though. And what that is. What is this? What is that at the bottom? You're not going to tell us? You're not going to tell us what that is at the bottom? A meatball. One single. It's a single meatball. It could be. It doesn't look round, though. Spam? Maybe spam? If it's a single meatball, I guess it counts as struggle. One single meatball is the struggle, yeah. You gotta stop showing us your tea. Look, look, if I made this, it would look a little bit better, okay? Hi, Bear. Hi, welcome. How are you doing? I feel like it's spam. It could be. Why is it hidden? A meat flat because it's not a ball. It's a meat flat. I got a bag of meat flats, which could just be sausages or something. You were doing good. I'm glad to hear. I'm doing well. We're not doing houses today. We're currently looking at people's struggle meals on Reddit. Specifically struggle financially, not struggle to cook, right? So we're trying to see things that people have thrown together and called a struggle meal to see if it's a struggle meal or whether it's something we would probably all eat. There was one earlier that was like the perfect British cuisine, and it was like the Chicago pizza with what were they called? They had waffles, they had nuggets and stuff. There was a whole variety of stuff. Struggle bus meal is the military ration pack, right? If it's rationing, that's a struggle meal, right? Like the person with the 2 potatoes and a slice of bread, that's a ration. This looks better than what you would cook. Wow. Wow, Power. Wow, okay. Bought ground meat, but you could only make 4 meatballs, so you eat 1 per meal. You just take out 1 meatball, add it to your meal, put the rest back in the freezer. Is that a paper plate? I'm not judging, but it might be. Yeah, it is. Gandhi, are you still here? Gandhi, can you hear us? Do you have any opinions on paper plates? Very much is I use paper bowls for my brekkie instead of drying a bowl every day. Right. Pizza, waffles, and ice cream. That's so Chicago. I would love to try waffles with ice cream on top. Maybe not pizza on it, though. Because the drains are plugged, yeah. Cut the meatball in half to save more. I didn't think of that. Drying or dirtying? Both, because you would have to clean them and dry them. Gandhi doesn't have legit dishes. No, Gandhi always tells me that he doesn't eat off with, plates because it's work and he just throws the thing away. You said it's dirtying. Oh, I read that it's drying. Either way, Ludo, makes no difference, right? If you dirty it, you still got to clean it and dry it. So Gandhi eats off paper. Gandhi does. Gandhi uses his disposable plates, which in the long run would add up to costing more than a simple plate, right? There are actual ration packs. When we were kids, did nothing, your dad would bring those home. Were they good? Did they taste like anything? Or was it specifically for sustenance? Imagine not using bone china every day. The fanciest china. I use paper plates and bowls all the time. Contribute to the mass trash of the world. Nice, Gandhi. Ludo, didn't you just say you did it too? Okay, guys, is this a divisive thing in chat? Is this like a half and half? Are most of you eating off paper plates? I need to know. I really need to know. Gandhi's never run the dishwasher. Apparently not. Hell no, they were gross. I couldn't imagine they would be delicious, Nisa, right? Rations? But I guess they served a purpose, right? So that you didn't starve to death, right? Paper plates. You had a friend whose family would just use sheets of foil for plates. Never judged, but thought it was odd. Ended up being one of your greatest friends in school. But in the long run, that would cost you more money, right? Wouldn't it? Than just having a plate or two that you would just hose down quickly, right? You'd have to scrub it, right? If you're really trying to save money on water and soap, right? I only have Chinese here, but I'm not opposed to paper. There is a time and a place and a lifestyle. No, I guess if you're throwing a party, right? A kid's party, and you don't want them dropping your plates and smashing them. You don't want to clean up after everyone. Makes sense. We have normal plates. They're not fancy china. They're just normal plates, right? And you wash them. Mama's bone china set full marriage set from and stamped as occupied Japan. And you're saying it's very expensive, right? You never questioned their methods. Maybe they made hats out of them later, right? 24 grams of protein, less than 59 cents per serving. Okay, but that's not a struggle meal. You're being cost effective, right? What is that? I see eggs. A cheapy breakfast dinner option. There is far too many words here. Far too many words here. Apparently there's some veg in there. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. There are things here, and they're happy about how cheap it is because they get lots of protein. Great, love that. I think they're just saving money, being cost effective. Eggs are not cheap. They're definitely not now, unless you have your own chickens, maybe, right? Hope you get to enjoy them, the plates one day, right? Rice, cabbage, and egg, right? So they're saying 4 pounds of chicken on sale for 59 cents. I put 1 cup of brown rice at the bottom of the crock pot, put the chicken on top, and then topped it with 1 small head of red cabbage I got for free from an area food pantry. 2 cups of water, cooked them on high for 5 hours. Can I tell which part of that is? No. We ate the chicken as a roast, most of the cabbage and some of the rice. We made broth off the bones, roasted some carrots and potato, made soup we ate for 2 days. All of that is gone now. So what is this? I had some of the rice and cabbage left over. I put a can of Bush's refried black beans. That was 4 cans for $1 at the grocery outlet because it's 3 months past the best by date. 1 cup and a half. Wait, one half cup serving. Added half a cup of mushy, overcooked in the chicken mushy overcooked chicken and rice, half a cup of the red cabbage topped with 2 large eggs. Jesus, why was there so much backstory to that? They had leftovers with egg, is what they're saying. Aside from them being cost effective, I don't think this is a struggle meal. They were just cost effective and they just got things cheaper. It's smart cooking and making goes far. Yeah, no, Ludo, what you said, right? This isn't bare bones. We had this. This is the leftovers we made into something else. It's smart. 3 months past the Best Buy date, though. Best Buy and Sell By, though, are different, right? And then there's the Use By date, right? And also tin stuff doesn't really go bad, so I don't know. Cost effective can be really affordable in the end, though. It can, right? They're instead of struggling, right? They're being cost effective, so they're not struggling. They can still eat somewhat nice things because they're just making use of everything, right? The other red flag is that they didn't have power and they're running extension cord from the elevator entry into the apartment to light some lamps. Did I miss a previous message, Mocha? Oh, you went to a Coke party in Chicago and the plates were paper. Okay, there we go. I scrolled back up. I missed it because I was seeing the quest. Sorry. Every time you have more than 2 people visiting to eat, I use paper plates, less dishes to wash. Also, you have a great sourcing. You just put it in the paper sourcing so it's burned to fuel. I guess if you have guests and it's not like a fancy setting, right? If you just have friends over, makes sense, right? If it's just Mocha and myself, we just have our plates that we use because they're reusable, right? You just wash them and use them again later, right? Makes sense. So Mocha, the Chicago Coke penthouse had cables running from the lobby into their apartment because they didn't want to pay the electric bill. Talk about things you won't like. No, it's okay. I just didn't want to miss the message. I was curious what I was missing out on. What the fuck is this? Yeah, no power. I even from reading what I had read in the description, this meal in front of me still makes no sense. It still looks kind of gross. But botulism, yes. We risk it here. For 3 months past the sell by date, and we're not worried about that. It's okay. A lot of discourse comes down to how much you want to make a big deal out of your meal experience. Right. If you want people to talk about the servings, the plates, the setup, you would use plates. But if you're just serving food for the sake of people eating and not starving, paper plates are fine because you're hosting guests and it's not a thing, right? Probably an illegal party now that you think about it. Right, they weren't paying the light bill. There's probably no electricity running inside the apartment. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Normally use other portions trying to set for the family meals. I think they'd not paid the bill. Yeah, that makes sense. Ms. I decide to make mac and cheese and a bourbon apple seasoned pork chop. Okay, Power, look, treat yourself with your $200 groceries. Wasn't even the host's penthouse, we just crashed is my best guess. But did you have fun? That's all that really matters, right? Okay, we're sitting that one. We established Pop-Tarts aren't cheap, not a struggle meal. Food Bank had macaroni, so everyone upset about my macaroni salad before can rest easy tonight. I see macaroni, I see diced tomatoes, I see peas, I see egg. Is that egg? Is that egg? It could be egg. They said salad, so it makes sense they might throw egg in and call it a salad. The drinks were plenty, and we liked the drinks. Corn? I don't remember eating corn. I was struggling surviving on Pop-Tarts, Trader Joe's last week. Can you buy them in bulk? Are they cheaper if you buy them in bulk? Are they cheaper than a slice of bread? Come on over, you're making plenty. There you go. Power, you can feed Mocha. Eggs to make it creamy. Is there any description to this? Aha. I don't like cubed cheese. Definitely wouldn't do it again. I got 6 mayo packets. Macaroni noodles, 2 hard-boiled eggs, the mayo packets. Like I said, they said mayo twice. 2 mustard packets, a squeeze of Dijon mustard from your fridge, splash of juice from the banana peppers, some small cubes from your $2 brick of fancy extra sharp cheddar, can of mixed veggies. Everything's from the food bank except from the cheese you already had, and the mayo because I got more in the box. Went for two $1 hot dogs. They're just saying words again. So fed me to 3 to 4 meals. This is a struggle meal for sure. I like this one. So they got their stuff specifically from the food bank, and they made a big enough dish that it was stretched for more than one meal. They had 3 to 4 meals from this one thing, right? And aside from the cheese that they already had, everything was, from the food bank, right? Eggs make it creamy. Eggs do make it creamy. Your friend bought you a couple boxes. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if they were gifted, that helps. Taters from Trader Joe's is not struggling. Taters? Taters? Or the Pop-Tarts, because I like tater tots too. You feed Boca until he couldn't eat anymore. I'm sure he wouldn't have any complaints whatsoever anyway. Someone else could make food for him. Something he would eat. Anyway, okay. I would say that this qualifies as a struggle meal, again, solely from the fact that he went to the food bank to get it. Potatoes you call tatters. Oh, sorry. These are poverty meals or something people are struggling to cook. Poverty meals not struggling to cook. This is stuff that they saved money by getting it from a food bank or making dishes from pantry stuff, right? Poverty dishes, yeah. Which is why some of the stuff I'm looking at, I was like, those seem like expensive ingredients. I don't know if those are struggle meals. This is pretty much all a struggle meal that they've made last more than one day, which makes sense. Doing the math, chicken dinner cost per serving. I thought that was a creme brulee. I love poverty dishes, to be honest. I like home cooking, and I guess that's pretty similar. Okay, so you've got breaded chicken. You have diced potato. Oh, I mean, are those homemade? What is that? Family drumsticks. Why is it so zoomed in? Jesus. $3, right? Did you make your own potatoes? Where were the beans in that dish? But I like how they're showing all of the ingredients. I love they show all of the ingredients. Okay. But that was the dish. Did you blend the beans? Is that what that was? Those hugs are hot and stronger the gut and most likely will kill you, but so good. We love good food. Frozen peas. Oh, white gravy. Milk, chicken bouillon, flour, gravy, split 4 ways in butter. They're just being smart at this point. There's too much math here. Perfect setup. By the time you get there, you would be ready to hit the table. It would be ready to hit the table. Right, see? Countering the travel time, cooking time. It'll be ready in time. I love chicken gravy on chicken, if that's what that dollop is. Apparently, it's a white gravy, but it's chicken bouillon, so... Most of us grew up either okay off or not well off, so our families made a lot of simple meals that we call poverty meals, when it's just cost-effective meals. Whose mum did casseroles like 2 times a week? Yours. Casseroles are good though, because you get to use leftovers too. Car drivers and stuff, yeah. Meals with all the spendy foods is not a struggle meal. They're just being cost-effective, right? Not a struggle meal. Because they're working out the calculations for stuff. But if you're buying chicken bouillon, right? I assume they made their own potatoes. That's always nice, right? Fresh potatoes are good. They're much more healthier too. Even better, grab a pre-dinner cocktail and let the car do its thing. Just drive down, or at least ride down in the car with a little cocktail. Right? Ludo, I feel like we're on the same page here, right? I don't know why my pop playlist has become like sad girl playlist. I don't know how I feel about it. Bouillon is spendy depending on the brand and if it's a paste or a cube. Right, and it's not something you need. Candy's Casseroles is a solid business. That's a great name. Candy's Casseroles. I like that. Send that one, 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 send that one. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's a microwave meal. Microwave meals aren't cheap. That's a steak. That's avocado. Please quit this right now. You guys don't understand. Steak isn't cheap. Avocado isn't cheap. These aren't struggle meals. Made a potato chorizo taco. That's not a struggle meal. These aren't struggles. Someone doesn't understand what a struggle means. Some people don't struggle. Avocado. I love avocado, but it's expensive. You don't just happen to have avocado, right? Love saying bouillon with a French accent. Bouillon. 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 When you say these, I can just envision you streaming them into the camera. Screaming, you mean? Yes. Also, your mum doesn't have to cook. She's a big lady. Honestly, cooking's fun. Simple does not equal struggle. Right. Love it so much you got one tattooed. You have an avocado on you. Where is it? Some of these people clearly don't know what struggle is or tea. Right. They're just eating something and they're saying maybe because it's simple or maybe because I had to make it, it's a struggle. That might be kind of what it is, right? A biscuit with ranch dressing. Okay. Are those store-bought or did you make them? Either way, biscuits aren't a staple. Ranch dressing isn't a staple. You're just eating a snack with a snack that isn't cheap. That's lazy. Yeah, lazy. On your arm, right above your hand, and I haven't seen this. You're a big lady and Rick cooks. I do. We eat the same things. Though, that being said, okay, guys, story time. Story time. I made dinner yesterday, and then I had popcorn after it. Mocha went into the freezer, pulled out a bag of spring rolls, a whole box of spring rolls, right? And said, oh, these look good. And I said, put them back. I said, I'm going to do an Asian dish this week. He put them back. When I came down this morning with the pugs this morning to get my morning coffee, what did I see on the side next to the coffee machine? An empty box of spring rolls. What did I see behind me? A plate of sweet and sour sauce. After I went to bed, I took the pugs upstairs. I watched movies in bed. Mocha makes himself spring rolls that I had specifically mentioned that was going to be for a dish late this week. He went and ate them on his own without me. Yeah. Have a good rest of the stream. I'm heading home because I got to put your head through the desk. Oh, Eric, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Have a safe trip at home. It's always a pleasure to have you. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. She's big. Mango habanero mayo. That's very interesting. You know, that one, it would make sense for a dip, but not poured on something, right? Would be gross. Never seen that before. I don't know if I would try it by choice. I think of Candy's a small chain smoking lady or a chain restaurant. You may have eaten them all. You ate every single one, yeah. It's Candy with an E. No, with a Y. Is it Y or I-E? They were so good. Yeah, spring rolls. Yeah. She's too Christian for that. She's short, red-haired, spicy, fat and very, very Republican. Stuck up. Oh. Thinking like Ludo too last night. Yeah. Sometimes the craving hits, you gotta eat spring rolls. No shame in that. There is shame in that. Because he's eating food that I could have enjoyed too without me. With an IE, Lord. Anyway, that was story time. For the record, they were delicious and I'll buy more. We had 2 boxes. I did use one earlier in the week. There was a second one for us to use again, but he just felt snackish. But in the words, yeah. It's not all about you all the time, Rick. Well, actually it is, Power. Because I'm the one that cooks. It's fine. It's okay. Pics like this is just rage bait. Don't try to convince me this is a meal for you as a random BS snack because you don't have any snacks. Come on. No, you made a convenience snack. Not even a struggle snack. It's just like I had 2 things that don't go together, but I put them together and I'm calling it a struggle. You could literally squirt the ranch directly into your mouth. You could eat the biscuits dry. You put them together to claim that's a struggle. It's Rick's kitchen and you're just living in it. Right. This is the Rick show. Made it 9 years, so that was your reward. That was the one reward after 9 years is to eat the spring rolls. Fine. Copied the rice cooker paella guy and added canned squid. Okay, you're not in Spain. Paella isn't just something you just have lying around. No one has canned squid. That's not a struggle meal. You shut your whole mouth. Mm-mm. No. No. That is not a struggle meal. That's not a struggle meal. Canned squid. Right. You don't just accidentally go to the store and pick up canned squid for 25 cents, right? You don't eat the freezer tonight if you make pasta. I mean, I don't know what else you could eat out of the freezer. You also ate the frozen fries straight out the bag yesterday, Mocha too. Paella is like 30 ingredients, right? You either pre-purchased the paella ingredients, right? Like as a dish, poured it in and just added the squid. Or you got the rice, you got the seasoning, you added in all of the veg, right? It's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of work for paella. Sad part is that looks good, minus the canned squid. Right, it doesn't look bad. Who in the right mind enjoys squid? Let alone canned. Tried it fresh and it was like eating rubber bands. It is like rubber bands, yeah. Canned cubed squid, wow, ooh, yeah. That's... Every time I hear this song, I feel like she's saying Jason, and I think of Jason Voorhees. I've never eaten squid in your life. So calamari is a thing that some people like, but I couldn't imagine anyone ever eating squid. Or octopus, yeah, you're not missing out. Jason from Laguna Beach. Yep, that's the one. Not the serial killer, yeah. You had squid in Peru? Of course you did. Of course you did. At the #1 restaurant in the world. Yeah, okay, Mocha, go on, brag some more. We're listening. Yum on the sushi as well. Groceries for the week. Okay. Flour tortillas and peanut butter, right? This isn't a struggle meal in a sense, but I do like it. Look, you put peanut butter in your wrap. You grab the knife, right? And you put the wrap in your hand, drag it. Then you get your hot sauce. You roll it up, you eat it. Even better if you put it in the microwave, the microwave, because it melts the peanut butter. Delicious. Is it a struggle meal or is it a snack? I eat it like a snack. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. I don't think these wraps or the peanut butter is that cheap anyway, but still pretty delicious. I would eat that regardless of whether I was struggling. I would eat that either way. Bean and cheese to starter with kimchi. Did you make the kimchi? Kimchi can't be cheap either, right? I've never had kimchi. But it's the hipster item now, right? All the white people are eating it because they heard it's probiotic and healthy, right? So now it's got that organic price tag for it. Unless you made that yourself, I feel like that would be kind of spendy too. Definitely a snack because I snack on that often, right? I eat that all the time. You tried fried clams or was it oysters? Anyway, they were meh. Maybe because they weren't fried crunchy enough for you. I felt like they wouldn't be able to fry something like that to make it crunchy, right? Because they're already slimy and gross. Did you say peanut butter and hot sauce? I did, yeah. Peanut butter and hot sauce is the perfect combination because if anyone ever's tried, they have it's a Thai thing, like the satay sauce. It's delicious. Very much recommended. My tism slop that I have for lunch every single day is I air fry my tofu to give it a crisp. I put it on toast, right? And on the toast, I have peanut butter and a hot sauce. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's really good. Fried calamari is amazing, but most places use pork intestines, so make sure before buying or ordering. Wait, what? Ew. Looks like it's tostato. It is, that's what it says. Making kimchi is easy and cheap, but I don't like it. I've had an oyster shot and it was meh. So you could make kimchi, though this looks like it's purchased like in a little container, right? Oh, yum. Yes. See? Now next time when you make your peanut butter wrap, put some hot sauce in it. I love a tahini sauce. See? Look at us. I knew we had something. Okay, Paul Hollywood, uncertain about PB and jelly, but into PB and hot sauce. Do it. You should try it. Anyone who hasn't tried it, you should, because satay sauce is a thing. You can get satay sauce with a lot of dishes in a lot of Asian cuisine. I think I had it at a Chinese restaurant one time. It was satay sauce with something. I can't remember what I had it with, but I loved it so much that I would make it at home. It wasn't traditional, but it was close. Candy and Julie probably believe this. They do. You eat anything he tells me to eat. Paul Hollywood or me? Kimchi is cabbage, onions, spices. Pretty easy to make. You have to ferment it though, right? Little tahini is good on a lot of things. We have tahini. Satay sauce, yeah. Satay. Whatever the pronunciation is, yeah. It's true though, I promise, not all places, but some definitely will cause the taste and texture is very similar. That's not candy is what he says. Yeah, ask him. Anyway, yes. What is this? Refried beans, onions, cheese, hot sauce, and kimchi. I like it. They're like, here's a photo of me taking a bite out of it. Beans and cheese to starter. Refried beans from a tin, relatively cheap. Fresh onions, okay. Cheese, spendy. Hot sauce, okay. Staple, everyone has that. Kimchi, though, I don't know if kimchi is a struggle meal. Unless, maybe it, I don't know. It has been turned onto pimento cheese and strawberry jelly on sourdough, then lightly grilled in butter. Cheese and strawberry jelly? Interesting. You don't have to ferment it. Most do it for the probiotic stuff. Oh, so you could just eat it. Oh, okay. Weird anything Paul tells me to is so sexy, and he's a cat dad softie. I do like his eyes and his grey hair. Look at some expensive meals. No expensive meals, Mocha. I know what you just want me to look at the #1 restaurant in the planet, right? So I can pull up the photos of it. Mocha be like, that's where I sat over there by that window or something, you know. I know what Mocha's trying to go with this. You would definitely sit with Paul Hollywood. I think it would be easier to find a list of people who wouldn't than would. It would be too long. Spaghetti, aglio, olio, whatever that means. It's just spaghetti with grated cheese on top. I guess spaghetti could be a struggle meal. Cheese, I guess if you had it, right, or somewhere. Took a picture of every dish, except for one was overwhelmed and high from the uni, yes. Mocha was texting me thinking he was going to die. A spaghetti with water. Is that literally saying that spaghetti with water? With water on top. Cheese and oil? Oh, it's... Cheese and oil would work. Water I would not eat. I mean, I like water, but not on my pasta. Here's the thing, some of those Michelin star places serve you a dish and you look at it and wonder if the kitchen was struggling to make something bigger than a strawberry. Those fancy places, they say less is more, right? Butter and cheese. Butter. Hey, look, melted butter as a sauce works. Melted butter with garlic, chef's kiss. Sprinkle over some strong cheese, like a Parmesan. You've got yourself a restaurant quality dish right there. I see no issue with it. You don't have to have fancy sauces. You don't have to go to the grocery store and buy jars of sauce. You can make stuff. Do you eat butter? Not much, Stitchy. We do have, there is a, I think it's called like Life 360 or something. It's just a vegan butter, but I don't like the taste of it. I use it if I need it for a dish, but I won't put it on stuff because it doesn't taste very nice. Could we eat a pizza or two? After that was 1,500 per meal per person. Give me some pecorino romano, Tony. Yeah, what? Yeah, Tony. Question is, are these struggle meals or are they fine dining places really struggle meals? Maybe the fine dining ones are because you got to eat somewhere after. I remember when I went to my brother's wedding. It was a really fancy wedding. It was at Savile Garden somewhere in the UK. It was real fancy. Right after it, my mother and I went to McDonald's because it wasn't enough food. It was just fancy food. Fuck off. Look, there is no upvotes because everyone has been downvoting it. It's been there for 3 days. You have a whole steak here. You have a whole sweet potato, you have bread, and you have pasta. What do you mean workout meal, I guess? What workout-y person is eating carbs? Just eat the steak and shut up. Dick. That's not a struggle meal. That looks delicious. Fine dining, I pay and eat, then I'm struggling because you want more food after. I just want more food right now. Give a big bowl of pasta and you are good. Yeah. Mocha is not. No, I feed him like he is, but he isn't. That's a bulk meal. Stop it. Right. Look. It's not a struggle meal. I love guys who work out, but also love carbs. One could be lean too. I also love carbs. I work out, but I'm eating carbs, you know. And you are broke. You're eating the whole steak and the pasta and the roll. 100% up to like 2 years ago, no, you eat cheese and eggs, so you caved. He did. He gave up. No willpower. These Mexican cuisine, right? I've seen these before. I've never had them. I've seen these before, right? How does one live without cheese and eggs? Pretty easily. You just eat the replacements of. It was hard to let the rig down. So hard. It just happened right now. Okay, so anytime I upload a new moment on Scruff, this dude, Daddy Rick, always responds to it every time I'm like, who? Who? Daddy Rick. It's clearly me. Right now. There's a Pokemon chat if anyone wants to. I've seen these before. I don't know what they're called. I've seen these. I've seen these things, but I don't know what they're called. That's not a struggle meal because you just paid for that, didn't you? A bargain tray of 10 meat burgers for $6.30 for... Is that what there's 10 in there? 10 barbecue ones too. Australian. It was $10 now, 6. Taquito, that's it. I didn't know the name for them. Taquitos. Yeah, I've seen them before. I just never had them, so I don't know. This is a great deal. Look, you can't, I mean, if anything's reduced more than it was already, it's a sale. It's good. You bought real pork chicken, beef and steak. You're welcome to let him down even more. Wow. You'll have chicken. Wow. See, these aren't so bad because if you go to Costco, you can get like the boxes of, because we would always get them because you get little boxes and you open them up and it's got like 10 Beyond Meat burgers in for a similar price. So those are pretty good too. Fried and crispy and soft inside. I think I've had taquitos since high school. See, I've heard of them and I've seen people eat them, but I don't know what they are, right? Read that in Gur's voice. What is a Gur? Tuna, crackers, and gushers. That's not a struggle meal. Those are Ritz's. That's candy. That's the literal candy. And that's tuna. You could put tuna on crackers, obviously. There's no reason you put gushers on there. No reason whatsoever. This is struggly. You didn't have to eat them all together. What is a gusher? That's candy, right? That's rage bait. No way. Met a couple in Sonoma wine tasting who was a meat and she was a hardcore vegan like Rick, because obviously people can cohabitate. That must have been inspiration. I should blame them for everything. There's a question chat. Now, what is a gusher? I have no idea what a gusher is. No idea. What is a gusher? What's a gusher? You didn't start a list of things to try? I'm gonna have to. I gotta find out what a gusher is. It's a candy, right? Blame Billy says that it does it on purpose. I mean, he did come over to our house with steak so he could cook them in our house for no reason whatsoever. It's a gummy with delicious syrupy juice on the inside. Corn syrup. Maybe that's the gushy bit. A gummy with a sour gel can. Is it soft? Gummy? Like, are they... Like, in my head, I'm imagining they're like a Sour Patch Kid kind of soft gummy, but I've had some that are like tough and chewy. We need to do an American crash course on candies. We're gonna have to. It's like coming in your mouth, but much more delicious. Oh, see, Alex, that makes more sense to me. Thank you for making it easy for me. A chewy soft. I like chewy soft. I do. That's so rude, right? It was your birthday. It was delish. He and his kid cooked. That is true. I just hid in the house. It wants me a birthday, so I guess it's okay, right? But still. Anyway, we're going to look at rating out because I just snoozed those ads. I snoozed them because we're at 4 hours already, and I am gonna go make something with 2 tins of vegan tuna, tomatoes, seasoning, pasta. I'll make something good. I'm gonna make our own struggle meal, though 2 tins of vegan tuna is not struggle. Gonko, thank you for the look. I appreciate you. Feel free to use your commands. Tacos. We were gonna do tacos, but we didn't have the soft shells and the hard stoves. Soft shells or hard shells? Do you have any taco seasoning? Don't add any taco seasoning to tuna. What Ludo said. Tofu soup with tuna. I could do the tofu. I don't know how I'd do a soup. I don't have much broth left. I'll have to find something. Needs to be Italian. Do Italians use tuna and things? They might do. Guys, use your commands. Go on. You had 1 second left on that, Stitchy. 1 second. That is wild. Stitchy, the chances of you redeeming something and having 1 second left on the cooldown is wild. Should we look at reading out? Should we have a look-see? Let's have a look who was on. Let's have a look. Hey, I'm snoozing these ads again because we're reading out in a minute. I don't want you guys to sit through ads. Yesterday I missed them and somehow they played. And it was really rude and I didn't appreciate that very much. Exactly. In your ass. Ass. I want to say that with an American accent. It's because, what was it the other day where I was told off for saying ass with an R? Because apparently it's ass. Though I guess it's 2 different words, isn't it? Ass and ass. You need to make a bitch. Age dashi tofu. Let me know how it goes. What's that one? Is that the furry one that smells? They changed the look. I didn't even notice. No more green box. Yeah, I just snoozed them real quick. It's okay. Sounds like candy. Candy. Oh, it's on. Who should we go get some love to? Let me have a look. Let me have a look real quick. Let me see. Also, whilst I look, everyone say goodbye to everyone on the Red app. We can end the Red app before we raid on over. Let me see who is on that we go get some love to. Haven't I raided in a hot minute? Let's go give some love to Earl. I was doing some DBD, and we'll love some DBD. We'll love Earl. You got any of them gay rights? No, we're sold out right now. Turn it down. Mocha will hate me. Ludo, it's the fact that I remembered it earlier today and forgot to do it. Bye, everyone that didn't watch. Goodbye, everyone on the Red app. Goodbye, Red people. I'll be back in tomorrow.